So meaty. Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sid Cichy Stadium for Fargo Invaders football as they host the Sioux City Stampede. And right now, if you direct your attention to midfield, we have a special presentation of the coin toss.
Captains to midfield, please.
Special congratulations to Scott and Bernadette on their nuptials, or what do you call that?
Engagement.
Sorry, engagement. Completely forgot it's been so long. Welcome inside Sid Cichy Stadium. I am Jay Stemmen along with the one and only Matthew F1 Franco and Jody. I can't get a better time slot. Woods from Bob 95 FM.
Hey, whoa.
Oh, Froggy.
That was a swear
Froggy
word.
now.
I don't think you could. This is a family program, Jace. You got to keep it clean.
I tell him that every episode.
No, you don't. You know what? I do what I do, and that's all that I do.
Well, one victory deserves another.
All right, so here we are, back at Sid Cichy Stadium. My first trip inside the friendly confines of Sid Cichy for the Fargo Invaders return home as they host the Sioux City Stampede, a team they lost to 21-14 down in Sioux City, Iowa, several weeks ago. Last game was obviously cut short, Franco.
Yeah,
as we were not quite to halftime.
Was it
when
37 seconds left, I think?
37 or 27 seconds left in the half. The game got called. So we barely got into a rhythm last game, and we got cut off. And so now we're here. This time we'll be here for a whole game, just so everybody knows that.
I would think.
Which I'm sure that's much to the chagrin of many people. So, but we have the Fargo Invaders trying to snap a 3-game NEFL losing streak. They lost that game down in Sioux City, and
Let's go, Invaders fans. Let's
I
get a win tonight.
about as loud as I can be.
All right, we'll turn that. We'll get louder.
A little bit louder now.
Let's do louder. How's that, guys?
That's got to be better because I can totally hear myself.
Well, we
now.
can turn our headphones down.
No,
you know that?
I
You
know
good?
that. Yeah, you can turn those two things up and down too. These ones. So they lost down in Sioux City. I was gone for the first game here at Sid-City Stadium where they hosted the Northland Bulls and had a fourth quarter collapse that cost them a game there. And they lost down in St. Paul, which we were unable to televise. John Bonney with the kickoff tonight over the head of Tyree Kemp into the end zone, and he'll take a knee. And so the Sioux City Stampede will start first with the ball.
What can't John do?
Extra points.
Fair enough.
He
We
has
have
not-
another field goal kicker tonight, right?
Well, I mean, we don't necessarily have a kicker, but I was on the field with Greg Stem, seeing if he could put the ball through the uprights. And
From up here, he was booting them pretty good.
he made a 50-yarder, so there's that. It wasn't the kicking ball, so I don't know how accurate it was. But the wind was at his back, and it worked pretty well. So as I said, last broadcast, shortened broadcast, we played the Minnesota Mud Dogs down in New London, Minnesota, which was kind of a unique experience, Franco, being down there kind of in a small town just doing some football, although it was another hot day. The clouds have come over and cooled things off a little bit. 84 degrees here at kickoff. Dorian Ballantyne back at quarterback. Looked like the hard count got Anthony Antonio to jump.
You know, this is a game that I've been excited about watching. We've played the Stampede 3 times down there. This is their first trip here.
Actually, we played them 4 times.
4 times down there.
First game was South Sioux City, Nebraska. My first
You're right.
time back in the booth as the full-time play-by-play guy. No video. Well, we had a little video for that one. I think Matt Pesnick was running the phone, and I see Mr. Franco down there.
Oh, did they make it?
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Franco are down there in front, so that way they can hear me. So 1st and 5 for the Stampede. Valentine looking to pass out to his left, throws it. Defender and receiver looked like definitely the defender slipped. Made a jump at the receiver to try and make sure he didn't catch that. Got that water there? I could totally hear that.
Well, our gain is way up. Sorry about that, folks. I'll mute myself next time.
Now it looks like it was number 80 who was a little bit shaken up on that play for the Stampede, which I believe is, Brett Van Meiden. I didn't think he was with the team this season. I think he was playing indoor football with Omaha, but he could be back. So trips to the right for Ballantyne, 2nd and 5, opening possession of the game. Ballantyne looks over the defense, takes a snap, handoff up the middle, goes to James.
James, the ball carrier.
Short gain on the play, a gain of about 1.
Results in 3rd and 4.
So 3rd and 4 for the Stampede on their opening possession of the game.
On 3rd down.
Stampede obviously wearing black helmets and pants with the yellow jerseys. Invaders with their new this season gray on gray, which it was funny in the team chat. They go, "What are we wearing tomorrow?" And someone says gray on gray, and it's like that's all we have for home uniforms this year. I don't know why that was a surprise to them what they were wearing.
I think I missed that.
You did. Someone's got to stay in touch with this team. I don't know why it's always got to be me.
I don't know, man.
3rd and 4 for the Stampede. Fakes the handoff, quick slant over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Pass intended for number 19, 19 Tyler Brody. That'll bring up 4th and 4 for the Stampede. So the Invaders, after giving up that first 5 yards on the encroachment, are able to force a 3 and out. So Jermaine Armstrong and Josh Gatling back deep to return this kick. We're a little concerned. We're a little unsure as to who number 33 is. I think it's Jimmy Kozaliski.
For the Stampede?
Yes.
Okay.
because Wes Orr had been their punter for a number of years. Here's the kick. End over end kick. Off of the defender and bounces harmlessly out of bounds. Looked like Johnny Ware was trying to get a block on one of the Stampede defenders. Went right off the top of his helmet. Thankfully, it harmlessly went out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now for the Invaders to start their first possession of the game at their own 26-yard line. Do we have time for a commercial or not? I might have talked too much and stumbled all over
Well,
that.
no, I'm trying to get my scoreboard up and running the way that I'd like it.
It'd be nice if it was running properly.
I think we're about a second off.
It is 0-0, so you got that going for you.
I got the teams labeled correctly. We're 1 second off on the time. I'm happy with it.
All I know is we cannot give the camera person any crap tonight because I don't want to get a black eye. Penalty flag. Looks like a false start. So if
It's
the
2 quick penalties against the Invaders.
So if the defense can start off the game with an encroachment penalty, the offense says, well, we're going to do that too. I don't know that was probably in the playbook, or coaching staff would prefer that.
I bet not.
I would think they would have frowned upon that.
I know I'm not happy about it.
So 1st and 15 for the Invaders, our initial possession of the game. 2 wide receivers each side. Bonnie and Jackson wide to the left.
Yeah.
Jackson a little bit anxious there, so we'll back him up another 5 yards.
See, now that one wasn't the plan because they didn't have anything for 15 yards, but they've got a 1st and 20 plan.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good because I was a little concerned.
I'm not now.
Okay. So this first offensive possession, not exactly starting off the way that you would like to see it if you're an Invaders fan. So maybe this time, 3rd time is a charm to get that snap off. Javante Johnson at quarterback once again for the Invaders. Quick pass out to Jackson, makes the catch. Gets past his man. Drives the legs, gets most of those yards back that they lost on the penalties. And that'll bring up 2nd and 12. So gain of 8 on that play to Jackson. That would have been a lot more beneficial had we been able to just do that on 1st and 10 and not 1st and 20.
I think you're right about that.
Think so, Jody? Okay, good. Good. That's why Jody's here. She's the expert analyzer. Since Franco can't concentrate on anything but a scoreboard.
I'm busy.
I know. Just never have time for me. 2nd and 12 for the Invaders. Handoff up the middle this time to Dante Starr.
All right, Dante.
Running hard. Nice run. See where they mark him down. That should be enough for a Fargo Invaders 1st down. I know someone in the booth is happy. She's all of a sudden standing up. Nice of you to get into the game, Jody.
Better late than never.
See, if Dante doesn't get the ball every once in a while, Jody just totally checks out, and she's just nowhere to be found as a fan.
I mean, I don't want to say anything that I'm going to regret, so.
Remember, it is a family show.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, right.
It's PG, not PG-13. So 1st and 10 for the Invaders after a couple quick penalties. 2 back-to-back plays, positive yards, 1st down. Nice start. Johnson with time, throws it out to John Bonney, wide open. Gets past Tyler Kemp. Or not Tyler, Tyree Kemp, excuse me. So 9-yard gain on that play. Quick pass out to John Bonney. So the offense looking a little bit sharper to begin this game than they had even at the halfway point of the game down in New London.
Yeah, well, that's really been our Achilles heel for at least this season.
What, the offense?
The offense.
Yeah. Invaders getting set for their 2nd and short. Handoff this time.
Humble.
Missed exchange there between Johnson and Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones thought Johnson was going to take that back. And Johnson thought that Jones had it. Ball hits the turf. Loss of about 4 on that play. So it'll be 3rd and 5 now. That one looked like, I don't know. I had a feeling that was going to be a decent play to probably pick up that 1st down. But another
Again, they just wanted to go back. They've got the 3rd and 5, not the 2nd and 1.
Pressure coming off that right side. Hand off to Brandon Jones. This time nowhere to run. It's going to lose 5 yards. Make that 4. That'll bring up 4th and 9. They'll bring up the punting unit.
Yeah, I think you're right. That first play, he had a hole. That play, there was nothing there.
Nope. And that's been the inconsistency of the running game this year for the Invaders. Especially, unfortunately for Brandon Jones, whenever he's able to get the ball on a running play, he's got to avoid tacklers in the backfield before he can even think about making a move on the secondary. He hasn't seen nearly the open space that we'd like to have him be able to work with. So John Bonney back to punt. Gets the snap and the kick. Nice end over end kick by John Bonney. Kemp back inside of his 10, lets it bounce. It's going to roll at the 10, at the 5. He's going to pick it up. Missed tackle inside the 5, but taken down out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Nice play by the Invaders special teams. And that'll back them up inside their 10-yard line, about the 7-yard line to start their next possession. And we will be back after a word from our sponsors.
Once again,
Question
time
mark?
for your Fargo Invaders defense.
Shirodara is an ancient Ayurvedic treatment. It balances the hemispheres of the brain. It helps with insomnia, depression.
Now we're back. 1st and 10 for the Stampede inside their own 10. Handoff up the middle to James. There's Taureen Smith right there on the tackle.
James, the ball carrier.
Gain maybe 1 on that play.
Smith.
I don't want to state the obvious, Franco, but this would be a good
Second down.
opportune time to force a turnover.
I would think so.
I mean, I would be in favor of that. I don't know that the Stampede would, but
Probably not.
it would be beneficial to us as Invaders fans.
It'd be a lot cooler if they did.
Mm-hmm. I think today we'll see more of the Stampede players go both ways on the field. Get your mind out of the gutter, Franco. I see Tyree Kemp out at the slot wide receiver. Valentine looking out to his left, get the pass across the middle. That pass is complete. Out to Brett Van Meiden. That'll be enough for a 1st down for the Stampede. So just like that, after they had them backed up, get that quick slant across the middle, picks up enough for a 1st down.
Former general manager of the Invaders is yelling at me over Facebook Messenger.
Gain of about 17, I think, on that play. So 1st and 10 now, once again, for the Stampede. Handoff up the middle to James. Picks his way through the middle. Still going. Gets out to about the 29. Gain of about 5 on that play. Nice run by James there. Very patient run up the middle. So 2nd and 5 for the Stampede. After the Invaders forced the 3 and out and then forced them into start within their own 10-yard line. Gotten a couple plays here back to back, starting to try and get this ball moving down the field. Handoff up the middle once again to James. Falls forward for a gain of about 3.
Gain of 4. Brings up a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 1
Defense. Let's hear you, fans.
for the Stampede. Invaders need to stop here to force that punt. I would think that they were going to look for that handoff up the middle, or quite potentially a quick slant over the middle. Quarterback sneak right up the middle. Falls forward, and it looks like they're going to give him enough for the 1st down. So Valentine just takes it himself. Fights forward for the 1st down. So back-to-back 1st downs now for the Stampede. So 1st and 10 now at the Stampede 35. Here at the midway point of the 1st quarter. Stampede staying with that same look. 2 wide receivers aside. Valentine looking to pass this one out. Gets it to Kemp and taken down by Joey Eggert. Nice play by Joey.
Boy, Torino's had a hand on that ball.
Unfortunately, still gains about 3 on that play, so 2nd and 7. I hear Travis giving him 4 yards over there in the other booth. It's a little too positive for the opponent, if you ask me.
It's between 6 and 7 over there. I'm listening to you.
3 or 4.
I'm going with Travis.
Fine, whatever. Do what you want. So 2nd and then a long 6. 2 wide receivers each side for Ballantyne, looking to pump fake. Ballantyne on the move, throws this one away.
There's that big paw.
Tareen Smith gets a hand on that. Doesn't allow it to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up a 3rd down once again. So at this down and distance, I don't think they're probably going to run this one. This is probably still going to be one of those quick throws they're going to look to. Got to watch out for Brett Van Meiden on that slant pattern. He's had some big games against the Invaders over these last 3 years. He was not available for the first matchup down in Sioux City. I do believe he actually played for the Omaha Beef in the Champions Indoor Football League. Ballantyne back to pass. Screen pass over the middle. It's got some blockers. James picks his way through. It's going to be enough for another 1st down. Nice play call by the Stampede. Called that screenplay right when the Invaders were probably doing what I was thinking, looking for that slant pattern. Drop back in coverage a little bit. A lot of room over the middle there. So 1st and 10 once again for the Stampede. Drive started at their own 7-yard line. They're now at the Invaders' 48-yard line. Ballantyne still joined in the backfield by James. Ballantyne looking to his left. Pass is too high. Pass intended for Brett Van Meiden. So 2nd and 10. You know, you take that Stampede offense and you add another weapon to it like a Brett Van Meiden. And that just kind of gives that offense a different dimension than they had a few weeks ago when we played them.
It really does.
I mean, they do stick pretty close to what works for them. That read pass option, run that ball up the middle, get those quick passes out to their wide receivers, hit a slant. Every once in a while, take a shot deep, trying to keep the defense honest. Ballantyne hand off the middle to James. Has to get out of danger there and gains a couple, gains about close to 5. Almost had him wrapped up in the backfield. He was able to kind of just wait it out back there. Like I said, that patience he's exhibiting while running the ball. So 3rd and 5 for the Stampede. Invaders got to watch out for that screen pass now on 3rd downs. Trips, no, excuse me, 2 wide receivers each side. James goes to Ballantyne's right this time. A little encroachment there on the Invaders. Going to throw this one deep, intended for Brett Van Meiden. Caught. Going to call it complete, or they? I think that is unfortunately going to be a catch.
I think that's going to be a catch and down on the 1.
Yep. He was reaching the ball out. That ground caused a fumble, so that's not going to be turnover. So obviously, Sioux City is going to take the result of the play on that free one. Anthony Antonio was trying to time it perfectly. That hard count got him once again. So Sioux City is going to be inside the Invaders' 5-yard line. They're going to mark it down at the 2, I believe. So with 4:06 on the clock, Stampede are in scoring territory here. First time either team's been in the red zone, only the 3rd possession of the game today. This is that area where Ballantyne or James, either one of those guys will be probably the ball carrier. There goes James, cuts it to the outside, taken down for a loss on the play. Joe Yeagert with the stop.
Loss on the play.
Loss of a couple on that play, so it'll bring up 2nd and goal at the 4. A couple more plays like that needed by this Invaders defense.
2nd and goal at the 4.
The Stampede take their time getting the line of scrimmage. Valentine fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, is going to try and get in, dives in the end zone, touchdown, Stampede.
Valentine, the ball carrier.
Good decision by Valentine there to keep that himself. Fake it to James, draw the defense to him, and then get to the edge and dive in for 6. So your score is Sioux City 6, Fargo nothing, with 3:11 on the clock here in the first quarter. And Jimmy Kozlowski comes in to attempt the extra point. Snap, set, and the kick is up. And it's good. So 3:11 to go in the first quarter. Your score, Sioux City 7, Fargo nothing. We'll be back right after these messages.
Hey, little voodoo child, you got me running wild. You make me feel alive. Ooh, I feel your heart and soul, perfectly in control. Put up and count in your spell now. So lay it on me, child. You know you drive me wild. You got me feeling like
And we're back, getting ready for the kickoff. After that, Sioux City 93-yard touchdown drive to take the lead 7-0 here in the first quarter. Last game, Sioux City was able to take out the St. Paul Pioneers from the ranks of the undefeated. So Sioux City and St. Paul are tied atop the NEFL at 3-1, while Northland and Fargo are both tied, I guess, at the bottom at 1-3. Couple games left for each team before the playoffs. It's kind of an interesting setup this year, Franco, where the champion of this league is more than likely going to have to play 3 out of the 4 teams 3 times in a season to claim that Elite Bowl championship.
That's true.
It is. I looked it up. Kickoff is a little squib. Picked up by Sioux. Got some room down the sideline and wrestled down at about the 43, 44-yard line.
Return by Bill Four. Out to the 43.
Tackled by Antoine Jackson.
Your Invaders at the 43.
Corey with a nice return there. So Invaders get set for their second possession of the day. Try to get something going here. Showed a little bit of life there in that first drive until back-to-back losses on running plays forced them to punt. So trips to the right this time for the Invaders. Starr in the backfield with Johnson. Johnson looking to pass, under pressure from Gettings and Chris Williams. Gettings gets the sack as he pivoted away from Chris Williams. Gettings grabbed that ankle, and Johnson goes down.
I guess it's not 10 yards. Was that 16 yards?
1, 2, 3. Lost about 13 on that play. A loss all the way back to the 30-yard line.
Oh, the guy, he's not in the right
No,
spot. There he goes.
he's not in the right spot. It might be the first time he is doing the chain game. So 2nd and 23 for the Invaders after that sack.
There you go.
Johnson
Free
draws
play.
him offside. Free play. Throws it deep, intended for DeCoury. Pass goes right through his hands and off his chest. You know what? In games in the NFL, you have to make those plays. I know that's a difficult play for him to make, but the level of competition we're dealing with in the NFL, you have to make any and every play that's available.
Ball's near his hands. He's got to catch it, right?
He was the only one that made contact with the ball. So 2nd and 18 now for the Invaders after that 5-yard penalty. Biggest thing is to keep a clean pocket for Johnson so he can step into those throws. You start putting pressure on him. He starts scrambling. He'll throw up that back foot. Bad snap. Johnson's just going to have to jump on it. I'm going to lose 15 yards there. So 15 and 18 is how many yards, Franco?
Too many.
So things not starting off the way we would hope. So now it's 3rd and 33.
33, 32.
Oh,
37.
37. We got an extra 5 yards on there. The window's blocking my view. This is less than ideal for those of you at home that
Are keeping track at home.
Yeah. Look, on a positive note, we don't have any turnovers yet.
Glass half full.
Yes. Johnson moves Star to the other side. Play clock under 5. Just gets the snap off. Johnson steps up in the pocket. Throws it deep.
Oh,
got a
he
man.
fell.
Oh. Brandon Jones was the only man that was going to be able to catch that ball. Defender fell down. Brandon kind of slowed up on that route. So that'll bring up 4th and a country mile. So we'll be back to punt this one away. So a couple chances that drive to make some plays. The Invaders cannot come through and make those plays. So that forces them to punt once again. So John Bonney, I think, this is his 2nd punt. This will be more punts than receptions he has today. Good kick by Bonney. Kemp lets it hit. Picks it up on the bounce. Kemp trying to make something happen, taken out by Lindgren. And number 47, I believe, is a new addition to the roster. Jarrett McAllister. So 1st and 10 once again. We'll be back right after these messages. Sioux City back on offense. Ballantyne looking out to his right. Quick pass completed to his receiver. Number 14 is Jeremiah Waters.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47. 2nd and 5 at the 47.
So 5-yard gain on that play. I was waiting to see where they spotted it because I didn't think he got 5. Thought it was shorter than that, but good spot there for the Stampede. So 2nd and 5. Ballantyne and that offense take their time. Things over. Looking to pass it out. Gets it out. This time number 19 will duck out of bounds, enough for a 1st down. Pass completed to Brody.
Results in a 1st down at the 38. 1st and 10 at the 38.
So 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I think that might take it to the end of the quarter.
All right. And that they'll let her run out at the end of the quarter. So after 1, your score, Sioux City 7, Fargo nothing. And we'll be back.
Where can get your phone and computer repaired? At Ware Repair. with no appointment necessary. You can bring your devices in right away. Have our knowledgeable staff do a free diagnostics to determine the problem. Stay up to date by checking the status of your ticket online. All of our services come with a warranty. Wear Repair also does web development. Stop by Wear Repair for all your phone and computer repairs.
Welcome back to Sid Cichy Stadium. After one, your score, Sioux City 7, Fargo nothing. Just hear Travis mention this too, Franco, that once again this year the Fargo Invaders will be participating in the Pigskin Classic down at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis in October. Do you know the date off the top of your head? Is it the 19th and 20th?
I don't.
Our game is Sunday at 1 o'clock against the Fox Valley Force. You can get your tickets now, I believe online, maybe even on the Invaders website. And you can join us down there as we play at US Bank Stadium. So 1st and 10 once again for the Stampede. Valentine back to pass, looking deep this time. Pass picked off by Landon Moline. He's got some blocks there down the sidelines, taken out of bounds at the 49-yard line of the Stampede.
Is there a penalty flag? Because he only catches it when there's a penalty flag.
No, there was no penalty flag. There's no
this
longer
is an interception for him?
Yes, it is.
Woo!
So just like that, the Invaders defense helps out the offense, gets the ball back. Now we need the offense to make something happen. That woke up the crowd a little bit.
Well, we needed it.
That is an understatement.
He's looking fresh with a new haircut, too.
I need a new haircut.
I hear Skill Cuts does hair.
That's true, they do. I'm not sure if that was just underthrown by Ballantyne, but Landon Moline was out there in that flat area or that intermediate area. We got something. It's going to be on one way or the other.
Ugh.
Really?
I don't know. Where's the instant replay? I'd like to see that again.
So, just like their first possession, back them up 5 yards. 1st and 15 for the Invaders. Invaders with Patricio Lopez at center. Snap to Johnson. Quick slant over the middle of John Bonney, makes the catch, has to go down on one knee to get it. Gains about 12, maybe 13 on that play. I want to point out Travis forgot about the 5-yard penalty. Only gave John Bonney 8 yards on that reception. But we know it's 5 yards more than that, so it'll be 13.
I'm glad you're concerned about the stats.
I am concerned about that.
Somebody has to be.
I know. There's our former general manager, Nate King, walking up the steps.
Oh, is he here?
He's here.
That's fantastic.
He's got the little handoff up the middle. No, fake. Faked it to Lindgren. Quick slant over to John Bonney. Gets it down to the 35-yard line. Hello, Miss.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
It's a family show.
Little Miss Vi's a little bit shy. So 1st and 10 at the...
Or plotting our deaths. I'm not really quite sure.
You never can tell with...
I said or plotting our deaths.
You never can tell with toddlers.
I think the game's still on at home, so I can hear you talking.
1st and 10 for the Invaders at the Stampede 35-yard line. Handoff up the middle to Dustin Lindgren. Goes around that left side. Gains a couple before getting knocked back. Also got a lineman knocked backwards on that play. I think that was Clyde Bryant that got knocked down. He might need to come out for a play. And there's, oh, he's going to come off, all right.
Clock is running, gentlemen.
I know. Now the play clock's running, though. That's what really matters. So 2nd and 9, only gain of about 1 on that play by Lindgren. 2 wide receivers each side for the Invaders. Try to bring a blitz up the middle. Johnson throws it out to the outside. DeCory slips and falls down.
Just lost his footing there.
I don't know that he had to try and cut that sharp. If he would have just kind of continued to run his route and stayed on his feet, it would have been right to him. And now it's all of a sudden 3rd and 8. I see the guy running the sticks has got it. Now the referee points back where it was. Hometown chain gang, obviously.
Must be.
Just so you know.
He's wearing orange.
Mm-hmm. So 3rd and 9 from the 34-yard line for the Invaders. You're in that range right now where I think it's a 4 plays. Trying to get that first down. A little too far for a field goal. Johnson talking over their instructions to Lindgren. Stampede showing pressure. Johnson's got to roll to his right under pressure from Williams. Throws it across the middle. Caught by John Bonney inside the 20, down to the 15. Taken out of bounds. That's another Fargo Invaders first down.
That's an Invaders first down. Let's hear it.
So first time inside the red zone for the Invaders today. A little high drama there on the pitch and catch, but works nonetheless.
We'll take it.
Mm-hmm. So 1st and 10 from the 14, so the Invaders can actually pick up a first down inside the 5-yard line. But I'd prefer them just to punch it in right here. Looks like Bonnie's drawing double coverage on that right side. Trips to the left. Johnson with time, throws across the middle. Pass is intercepted by Kemp. But the referee is blowing the whistle.
Everyone is so confused.
Yeah. Kemp is still running, but that's not going to count. So he is calling it an interception, but he was down by contact inside the 5-yard line. Another time I wish we had a different angle and instant replay. Don't have the words for that.
It looked like, was it Constance that got, was the 10 of the receiver? I didn't see who
it might have been DeCoury on a slant pattern across the middle. And
it was just hard. It was so quick. It was hard to see. It looked like there was definitely contact there.
It was a low pass, and somehow Kemp was able to come up with the ball on the interception. So turnover there. First turnover of the day for the Invaders. So the Stampede will start 1st and 10 inside their 5. Last time they started this far away from the end zone, they got a touchdown out of it. So once again, this would be a nice time for the Invaders to force a turnover.
First down.
So 1st and 10 for the Stampede at the 4. Valentine, handoff at the middle to James. Fights his way through that line of scrimmage. Gains, looks like 5 yards on the play. Nice patience once again by the running back to pick his way through there and get a nice gain.
2nd and 6 at the 9.
So 11-20 and counting here in the first half.
There really is a difference between the two offensive lines. They really allow him to follow his blocks and let things set up.
Valentine, handoff up the middle to James. Taken down this time, only gain of about a half a yard on that play. So it'll bring up 3rd and 5. So clock running, 3rd down. Invaders really need to stop here. That's because you're not talking much, Franco, just so you know.
Maybe that's it.
Just check the volume on the Wirecast. That's all my only 2 cents. Valentine taking his time, looking over the Fargo Invaders defense. Valentine looking to throw out to his left. Got a man open. Hit. And then see where they mark him. I think they're going to mark him short.
He is. Oh, it's going to be close.
Caught by Waters. Be 4th and short. I think Stampede are going to send out the punting unit. That's, I mean, to be fair, that's, we've had a couple calls that we weren't quite sure about for it's bang plays and we can't see, an instant replay up here. But that's another play where if you're the Stampede, you got to wonder if maybe that wasn't exactly the best spot. Those are almost all the way up. What's this one? I'm not compressed.
You're not compressed. Talk more.
You really want me to talk more? I don't
There we
think anybody
go.
wants that. So back to punt this one away. Here's the kick, almost blocked. It's going to head out of bounds inside Invaders territory. It looks like Austin Moline may have an injury to his right shoulder is what it looks like. I'm not really Ooh, that's loud.
Well, they want it louder.
I don't know why they want it louder.
Let's turn our headphones down a little bit. Let us know. How does it sound?
Which is weird because I don't know that we've ever had a comment about us being too quiet. Maybe I just am not loud enough because I'm still waiting on that big play to happen for the Invaders. Maybe.
Bueller.
Anyone?
Well, I think the Landon, he got pretty excited there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Don't you have, buttons to push and make, things happen?
I'm only do that when I'm in the mood. I can't force it. Okay?
I understand.
Do you?
Not sure.
I'll smack you in the mouth.
There it is.
So you should be quiet. 2 wide receivers each side for Johnson. With time, over the middle, Brandon Jones makes a man miss with a nice juke move there. Brandon Jones down at the 39-yard line. Looks like the 2 referees are trying to dance back and forth and decide to start at the 40 or the 39, but they give him the 39-yard line. So 1st and 10, Brandon Jones running open across the middle there. So nice play there. 1st and 10 for the Invaders. Jones and Cornell King wide to the right, opposite Bowney and Constant Jackson. Johnson with time once again steps up in the pocket, taken down by Williams. He's rocking the baby to sleep, I guess. Chris Williams causing problems for Johnson. I don't know. That time it kind of looked like Javante. He stepped up, but maybe he should have rolled out.
Yeah, he kind of ran right into him.
Played right into his hands. So 2nd and 15 now after the 5-yard loss on the sack. That's what she said. That was too loud.
Yeah, right. They can hear you now.
That. Trips to the left this time for Johnson in the offense. Johnson telling Lindgren some last-second instructions as the play clock runs down. Johnson steps up, runs to his right. Gets the ball off. Pass is picked off, but they're ruling him out of bounds.
That was close.
Yes, it was.
I almost think that was a catch, but I'm not an official.
That's
so
good.
That's good
because I wouldn't have liked that call had you called that one interception.
I understand that, but from where I'm sitting, it looked like there was green grass between his toes and the sideline.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it depends on the referee's angle, and Invaders got the benefit of the doubt on that play.
His must have been better than mine.
Johnson, like I said, once timeout Sioux City. So 7:27, midway point of the second quarter. Your score, Sioux City 7, Fargo nothing. We'll be back after these messages.
Shirodara is an ancient Ayurvedic treatment. It balances the hemispheres of the brain. It helps with insomnia, depression, anxiety, and so much more. It's a deeply relaxing and rejuvenating experience, which can be greatly profound for the body, mind, and spirit.
And we're back. That has got to be loud. Because it felt loud. So
Still got a
3rd and
timeout thing
15.
going on.
3rd and 15 for the Invaders. That was ugly. And since they let it go, I'm assuming that's got to be on the Stampede. Dead ball encroachment, that gives them 5 yards there. Which was good because all that after the snap was pretty, yeah.
Sorry. What am I doing here?
I don't know. Is there something wrong?
No, I was just looking to see the comments. It looks like everybody's saying the sound sounds better.
All right, well. You get what you asked for. More of us, less of you.
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. 2 wide receivers each side for Johnson and the Invaders offense. Johnson under not really any pressure. Got a man wide open. Caught. Out of bounds. Goes Constant Jackson inside the 20-yard line. Inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Jackson was wide open there. It's enough for another Invaders first down. Easy. There's a lot of effort put into that first down call by the PA announcer. I hope he
That's why we pay him so well.
I hope he stretched first. So last time the Invaders were inside the 15-yard line, Johnson got picked off inside the 5. So try and not let that happen again. Handoff run up the middle by Lindgren. Gains about a yard there. Thrown down by the defender. Try to keep that defensive line off, honest and off our offense. Honest offense? Honest offense?
I stopped listening a while ago.
I know. I just keep saying stuff and seeing if you're going to turn around.
I'm busy.
Not you, Tyler. Focus on what you're doing over there. Coaches, I tell you.
Why are there flies in here?
Because the windows are open. Johnson, time.
Ugh.
Across the middle of John Bonney. Still
Get
going
there.
inside the 1. Mark him down just short. Jumbo package comes in for the Invaders as I see Cornelius Wallow, Anthony Antonio come in.
Ooh, is he going to get the ball?
They've been used as blockers over the course of the season. It wouldn't be bad to see Anthony Antonio carrying the ball. Him or Wallow last year. That was a lot of fun.
Did he give the ball to the big? No, he's out. He's going on the line.
I saw Lenny's in. Lenny Alanis. I'm thinking the Invaders are going to have to call timeout. Trying to get the offensive line lined up. Dustin Lindgren right up the middle. And they mark him just short, it looks like.
I'd like to see him line up under center and just pound it right in here.
I think
the shotgun thing is too slow.
The last time I think I can recall the Invaders running that, they had a turnover on the snap.
Ugh.
I'm not even. Also got to watch for John Bonney getting solo coverage over there on the left side. Johnson.
Yeah, see.
Handoff right up the middle. Penalty flag down. Lindgren running hard, but taken down to the backfield. Loss about 2. That'll stop the clock. 4:37 on the clock.
Chop block.
Oh. So that's going to back up the Invaders, what, 10 yards?
I think it's 15.
Is it
Or
15?
10? I don't know.
Tyler,
No,
how many
it's
yards
10.
penalty is that? So that'll bring out the regular offense.
Oh, yeah, it's a personal foul, so it is 15.
Jeez. Isn't a chop block, isn't that going to be two players somehow doing that together? It's not just one player doing it, is it? I guess I don't know the technical terms or technical
I don't know if
specs
it happened outside the box. I don't know the exact rules.
So 15-yard penalty, still remains second down. So second and goal now from just outside the 15-yard line. As we start the clock again. Invaders on the doorstep of scoring after that pass completed to John Bonney. Only to have self-inflicted wounds once again. Johnson looking for someone, throws it across over the middle to John Bonney, breaks a tackle in the end zone, touchdown, Fargo, you betcha. You keep going to that well, eventually you're going to get something out of it. Invaders on the board, cut the lead 7-6 with 4:11 to go here in the first half. So with Lazan Tahir unavailable today, it looks like the Invaders are going to go for 2. I do know that in an emergency situation, Greg Stem can kick the ball, but I don't think they're going to try that right now. So you're either going to be down by 1 or up by 1 after this play. Let's just hope there's not a mistake and a 2-point play for the Stampede. Johnson got time. He's got run. Chance to run. Throws it low.
Oh, there it is. Yes.
Shot is good.
Got it.
I believe that's Constant Jackson with the 2-point conversion.
That was a nice play by Javante.
Javante had plenty of time there. Rolled to his left. Found Jackson in the end zone. So with 4:11 to go in the first half, your score 8-7 in favor of your Fargo Invaders. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hey, little voodoo child, you got me running wild. You make me feel alive. Oh, I feel your heart and soul, living in control. Put up and count in your spell now. So lay it on me, child. You know you drive me wild. You got me feeling like
Welcome back to Sioux City Stadium. Your score, Fargo Invaders 8, Sioux City Stampede 7. Here in the latter stages of the first half. I think that play on that 2-point conversion, Franco, also shows kind of maybe the little bit of different mentality between the two quarterbacks today. Where Dorian Ballantyne is obviously a willing runner because he got that touchdown run for the Stampede. In a play like that on the 2-point conversion, Johnson is still kind of rolling, looking downfield for someone as opposed to trying to take off and run it in himself.
Right. And that's something that I've always liked about him.
Ballantyne?
No, Johnson.
Johnson, okay. I didn't know who you were talking about, sorry.
I like Ballantyne too, but he's not on my team.
I just kind of wish Ballantyne was maybe back in Des Moines taking care of his newborn baby, but, you know.
He's here.
Yeah. You got to deal with him. Good. Papa Franco is joining us in the booth to say hi. I think he's going to point out your mistakes, though, Franco.
He is very critical of me.
All the time.
I don't know why I invite him here.
I don't know. John Bonney kicks this one off. End-over-end kick. Taken by one of the upmen at the 15. Tries to get to the outside.
Ooh,
and
nice tackle.
Nice tackle by, looks like Cornell King, I believe.
Lewis returns for the 26.
All right.
That was returned by that was 28, wasn't it? Al Pacino Lewis.
Back to Fargo Invaders defense.
I wonder if they're big Godfather fans.
Who's that?
Al Pacino Lewis's parents.
Probably. I would think so.
You would think so, right, Jody?
I thought you made that up.
No, that's his name, Al Pacino. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. How else would you pronounce his name?
Oh, yeah.
Al Pacino.
Good name. Strong
Absolutely.
name.
We'll see you later, okay?
All right, Dad.
Franco will have his father-son moment here while we broadcast it live. Ballantyne fakes the handoff, slant over the middle, pass complete, taken down by the receiver, taken down at the 30-yard line. Gain of about 5 on that play. Bring up 2nd and 5. Hey, Franco.
Yeah. Exactly. We have a comment on YouTube from Joseph wondering if we got a better camera. We didn't. Using the same camera, but we have figured out some of our internet encoding issues.
Is that compared to the game that we had against the Mud Dogs? I mean, is he a viewer from the Mud Dogs game or what?
I'm not sure, but he was asking if we got a better camera.
We had a better camera, but we couldn't use it. And then of course, some of the other time was the fact that I was using my iPad, so because Franco was unavailable. Handoff to James. Gains a couple. So, are we on our Fire Network or the Fargo Invaders page?
We're on Fargo Invaders. For some reason, it will not go to our Fire Network right now.
Oh, my gosh.
It's really annoying to me.
So, if you had watched some of the broadcast on the Fire Network, that was me by myself forcing Jody to manually turn an iPad so that we could have camera. And so, Jody did a hell of a job with that. Sorry for the language.
Thank you.
Great comment. Thank you for that.
That's why we have her here. You know, we need to get her doing some reads here. We haven't done any of the reads yet.
We'll do the reads momentarily. So 3rd and 3 for the Stampede. This would be a good point in the game for the Invaders to force another stop. Handoff, nowhere to go that time. James taken down, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Will bring up 4th down and 3 for the Stampede. Invaders keeping the momentum on their sideline. Now just need to not have a mistake in the kicking game and have another positive drive. I think they're going to wait. I don't know if the Stampede will wait for the 2-minute warning. As we tick down.
I would think that they would. I mean, yeah, that's 2-minute warning here.
And so with 2 minutes remaining in the first half, your score, Fargo 8, Sioux City 7. Do you want reads?
Let's do reads. Let's do Discovery Benefits.
Top one, Jody.
Discovery Benefits, an award-winning and people-centered. The cornerstone of our business is to provide responsive and flexible administrative services that create value for our clients and their employees. We are a customer-focused organization blending people and technology to provide high-quality customer service and administration. That's Discovery Benefits.
Fargo Chair.
FargoChairRentals.com can meet your event needs, from chairs, tables, to even a little extra shade. If you're looking to rent for an event, contact Blake Weidman at FargoChairRentals.com and mention #InvaderElite for a discount at FargoChairRentals.com.
The only shade I get
Can we
is from
squeeze
Fargo.
this one in?
Yeah, let's do it. Glacial Peak Cryotherapy provides whole-body cryotherapy, which is the use of ultra-low temperatures for the purpose of quick muscle recovery and medical therapy. The client is placed in a cryosauna for a short duration of 2 to 3 minutes, which lowers your skin surface temperature significantly and stimulates receptors. If you're looking for improved health and fast recovery, cryotherapy is your answer. That's Glacial Peak Cryotherapy.
Thank you, Jody. That's what I was going to say when you said, can she squeeze that in?
You probably need to turn the volume on those up. I'm just saying.
Need more gain.
That's what she said.
There you go.
I don't want to overdo it. Sometimes those are too loud.
4th and 3.
So 4th and 3 for the Stampede. Invaders need to keep an eye out for any fakes. My hands are sweaty and my papers are getting rustled. And they are going to take a timeout. I'm not quite sure if they were just hoping to draw the Invaders outside.
It seems like they were.
I mean, if they got the extra timeout to spare, then I guess it's a good gamble. But I guess at the moment I was a little perplexed, which is not unusual.
Think there's a chance they're going to try to go for it here?
They may consider it.
I mean,
there's
the Fargo Invader offense has struggled this year. 35 yards away or 33 yards away if you don't get anywhere.
Yep. But it still looks like they still have, if I can figure out his name again, Kozalski out there to kick it away. But it would have been a good opportunity to try and draw the Invaders offside and get a free 5 yards for a first down. Gets the kick away. Invaders are going to let it hit. It's going to roll backwards, and it'll be down at about the 30-yard line. So the Invaders will take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line, it looks like. Do we need a commercial or a read or anything?
Let's do reads. Let's do Mindak, please.
Ottertail Minn-Dakota Coaches Incorporated has been providing quality motor coaches and school bus transportation for over 44 years. We can transport your group across town or across the country, meeting the transportation needs for the Fargo Invaders. That's Ottertail Minn-Dakota Coaches.
You like that?
I like that. Whoa.
Just do it!
Penalty flag.
And that is why I like under center snaps.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
We've got, who is snapping that one? Is it Patricio Lopez? He is new to the team. False start. Penalties decline. The Invaders back up.
That was bad all the way around.
17, 18 yards. So
37, 38?
I don't know if in football, just like in, like say figure skating, your degree of difficulty, if you get more points if you do it from a more difficult position.
It'd be like cooler. No, I don't think that's true.
I don't think so
if
either.
we, score points here, it's still 3 and 7 points.
It's 1st and 31. Johnson, quick pass out to Brandon Jones. 3 men there trying to knock him out of bounds. Knock him out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Gain of about 5. Brings up 3rd down. An unfortunate series of events, although the Invaders will get the ball to start the second half. And are we just keeping the camera going at halftime?
Yeah, we are.
Are we?
We are. We have a
announcing?
special presentation.
Are we saying anything during this?
I think that we should probably be on the air. We can do some ads. I don't know what we're going to talk about because we don't have any
different things.
But we'll figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said.
God, that sounds so good now.
I know, right? I pushed it wrong because it's a 5 and not an S. I messed up.
Don't do it again.
3rd and a mile. Johnson with some time rolls to his left. Plants, throws deep. Pass intended for John Bonney. Defensive back there, awfully quick.
Let me get the real time up here.
Real
Minute
time?
23.
1:23 to go. Invaders go 3 and out. That probably wouldn't have been quite so bad had they not gone so far backwards on their first play. Then again, I didn't see it because I was looking at my soundboard, so whatever.
Javante didn't see the ball either.
I know.
He was looking at the sideline when it went by him.
Not good. Not good. So John Bonney back at his own 2-yard line. Get ready to punt this one away. Number 15, Tristan Yep is back at his own 42-yard line to receive this one. Snap to Bonney, gets the kick blocked, and it's into the end zone and rolls out of the end zone for 2.
Punt is blocked by the Sioux City Stampede. The result is a safety.
So 1:16 to go in the first half. And you put 2 more points on the board for the Stampede. 9-8 is your score, with a free kick coming now for the Invaders. Just as they took the lead and had the momentum on their side, that last offensive series goes backwards, and on top of that, they get the punt blocked into the end zone. Thankfully,
giving them 2 points, yeah.
Thankfully, the Stampede did not recover it in the end zone and went out of the back of the end zone. So only 2 points. So 9-8 is your score here in the late stages of the second quarter.
Let's see. Let's get a read in here real quick. Do you have that?
No, that's because we have a commercial for that one.
And then I think that we're not going to have time for the next one. So that's all right. Nope, that's my fault. Everybody just saw Tailgate Master.
Mm-hmm.
He's not here today. I want to give him some love.
He didn't give us any barbecue today, though.
He didn't.
So I don't know why we should give him
Vice
that
President
much
Rural
love.
Johnson was out there cooking hot dogs and hamburgers.
And he is
an
not
excellent job. He's not Tailgate
He's not
Master.
a tailgate master, though.
He's not. He's a Tailgate Junior.
He's a tailgater. Is about all we can say. So the Invaders with the free kick will, I'm not sure if they're going to choose to punt it or off the tee. Looks like John is going to put it on the tee. So the Invaders trailing now by 1 with 1:16 to go in the first half. Need to try and get this one to the halftime without giving up any more points. Just when everything had switched and was going our way, things take a dramatic turn. So John Bonney set for the free kick. End over end kick. Taken by Yap. Up to the 30-35 yard line. Follows his blocks. I see Lindgren and a host of others. Takes it all the way back to the 50-yard line with 1:09 remaining in the first half.
It's time for a 1 minute, 9 second stop by your Invaders defense.
As the PA tries to get the crowd fired up. We'll see how the Invaders defense can handle this last few moments of the first half before we have our halftime festivities with honoring our NSFL championship team of 5 years ago, along with the kids who took part in the Fargo Invaders youth football and cheer camp today. I see the cheer kids over there on the sideline with our Fargo Invader cheerleaders. So 1st and 10 for Ballantyne on the offense at midfield. 4 wide receivers set once again. Low snap, Ballantyne looking to throw, throws it across the middle. Pass intended for Tyree Kemp. Kind of looked like he wasn't aware. I wasn't sure if that was coming to him because it was kind of overthrown. So 2nd and 10. And this is the time where the Stampede are going to take some shots down the field, try and get at least into field goal range. Story of this half, I think, Franco, has been the story for this whole season. There's been some missed opportunities for the Invaders.
I'll agree with that.
So 2nd and 10 now for Ballantyne. Snap looking out to his right. Landon kind of wanted to make sure that he did not miss the tackle there. Didn't want to make a play on the ball there. But gain of about 6, maybe 7. Is that 6 or 7, Franco? I think it's 6.
Looks like 6.
So 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Stampede. Clock is stopped with exactly 1 minute to go. Play clock just got underway. 25-second clock or 30-second play clock in this league?
25.
So 4 wide receivers set, 3rd and 4. Ballantyne audibling. Under 5. Ballantyne with time. Now got some pressure. Now it goes down, taken down by Derek Alexander. Just what the doctor ordered right there. So that's 4th down for the Stampede. Timeout called by the Invaders. And that'll give us a chance to have another word from our sponsors.
No, we're going to do a read.
Yeah, that's a word from our sponsors. Take it away, Jody.
Dot's Homestyle Pretzels are a special family snack created many years ago by Dot and her family kitchen. The first taste says it all. These pretzels are an addicting gourmet snack loved by many all over the country. You can find their delicious pretzels in Fargo at Cashwise, Shills, and Vintage Point. That's Dot's Pretzels.
Also Ace. No, I'm just saying.
Oh, that's where you can get them.
I saw them today at Ace.
Ooh.
I saw them somewhere else, too.
And let's do the new one. One of the new ones.
Widmer Rule?
I think so.
I don't know.
From entrepreneurial and business consulting to audits and tax planning, we offer a wide range of accounting services for small businesses. Whether you're starting a new company or have an established operation, our experienced professionals can help you focus on building your business. That's Widmer Rule.
It's what?
It's probably Roll.
Probably.
Oh, yeah?
So 4th down for the Stampede. They kick this one away. Oh! Invaders almost blocked that one. And it'll be down inside the 25-yard line. 37 seconds to go. This is the time we stopped last game, Franco.
This is it right here.
So we should just pack it up and go home now, I guess.
Yeah.
Although we're not leading this game, so that's probably not a good idea.
Let's do our newest read here.
Fargo Party Tents is an event rental company specializing in wedding rentals, graduation rentals, and corporate event rentals, tent rentals, table rentals, and chair rentals. That's a lot of rentals. Fargo Party Tents has white, clean tents, tables, and chairs. That's Fargo Party Tents.
Awesome. So Johnson and the Invaders offense out there trying to make something happen right before the half. Johnson scrambling under pressure from Williams once again. Nowhere to go. Has to throw this one away. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the pocket. Stampede player was trying to get him for intentional grounding, but it got back to past the line of scrimmage.
Therefore, it was not.
Yes, and he was out of the pocket. So 2nd and 10 for the Invaders. That last play took 7 seconds off the clock. Play clock running here. I'd like to see something here, just even a crossing pattern or a slant pattern, something. Give the receiver a chance to run with the ball. Johnson with time, steps up in the pocket, throws it, passes high. Pass intended for John Bonney. Could have been looking for Constant Jackson on the sideline. So 25 seconds on the clock. Now you're in that weird situation, Franco, where 25 seconds left, you throw another incomplete pass, you get 20 seconds left, you're going to be forced to punt it. Does Sioux City have any timeouts left?
I
think it shows they have one.
But it's unofficial.
Yeah, Invaders look like they are taking a timeout. So 3rd and 10 with 25 seconds to go in the first half, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Where can get your phone and computer repaired? At Wear Repair. With no appointment necessary, you can bring your devices in right away. Have our knowledgeable staff do a free diagnostics to determine the problem. Stay up to date by checking the status of your ticket online. All of our services come with a warranty. Wear Repair also does web development. Stop by Wear Repair for all your phone and computer repairs.
So here we are, 25 seconds from halftime. 9-8 is your score. Not exactly the cleanest of first halves by either team, but it's been obviously very competitive, entertaining game.
Which these two teams usually have.
Mm-hmm. Well, except for that one time when
except
we
for that
only
one
brought
time.
half the team with down there, and
we don't want to talk about that one.
It was very hot and sweaty in the booth too. So as the referee resets the play clock, we actually have a 30-second play clock, Franco.
See, I was wrong.
I know. You're always wrong.
Always.
So 2 wide receivers each side for Johnson. Handoff up the middle. Nowhere to go that time. Loss on the play there. Sioux City uses their last timeout. So with 20 seconds remaining, the Invaders are going to have to punt this one away. We know what happened last time they tried to punt it away. So we'll see if we can do a little bit better job on special teams here and get this punt away and get the clock to all zeros. So the Invaders can regroup at halftime and get ready for that first possession of the second half. So the plays are there to be made by the Invaders. And I think to some extent that pass rush of the Stampede is messing with Javante's head a little bit, where I think he's feeling more pressure is there than really is.
Well, and I think that happens to all quarterbacks when they get hit a lot and always having pressure. I mean, it's.
Yep.
Hey, we got 12. Rod! We got 12!
Looks like we got too many men on the field. Special teams is always the hardest because they're not practiced as much in the semi-pro game. And so now we're going to back up 5 yards.
There's still 12!
So now we make the necessary changes. I don't know, do you count 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we're at 11 now. I think we're good to go. So punting out of the end zone once again is John Bonney. Bonney gets this kick away. High hanging punt. Takes a nice Invaders roll. Picked up by Kemp. Trying to make a play out of it. And it's taken down at the 44-yard line. So the Stampede have 14 seconds left at the Invaders' 44-yard line to try and throw one deep or maybe get enough yardage to give Kozlinski enough for a field goal attempt. We'll be right back. So the final seconds of the first half here. 14 seconds on the clock. Valentine, the Stampede offense, back out there, looking to throw this one deep. Under pressure, almost taken down by Cortez Buchanan, and he's going to throw this one away out of bounds. So 2nd and 10 with 5 seconds left on the clock. Going to be one deep pass here by the Stampede. Invaders are going to have to send everybody deep, make sure no one gets behind them. Of course, with a play like that, Franco, I'm always worried that you throw something short and they miss a few tackles, and they could still take one to the house right before the half. I see Vinny Holmes deep at the safety position there. Just trying to get this one to halftime and not let any other weird thing happen on the last play of the first half.
I think pretty essential to keep it a one-point game here.
Absolutely. Brett Van Meiden by himself. Valentine looking to throw this one deep, trying to throw to Van Meiden. Josh Gatling is there, picks it off, and he will be downed in the end zone.
That was a good try.
I got a little worried because Gat was just taking his time lining that one up to pick it off. And I didn't want the receiver to come over there and knock it down or jump up and take it away from him. So there it is, halftime, your score of this classic NFL matchup with your score, Sioux City 9, Fargo 8, here at Sid Cichy Stadium. We'll have a few words from our sponsors, and we'll be back for the halftime festivities.
Hey, little voodoo child, you got me running wild. You make me feel alive. Ooh, I feel your heart and soul, perfectly in control. Put up and count in your spell now. So lay it on me, child. You know you drive me wild. You got me feeling like
Where can get your phone and computer repaired? At Ware Repair. With no appointment necessary, you can bring your devices in right away. Have our knowledgeable staff do a free diagnostics to determine the problem. Stay up to date by checking the status of your ticket online. All of our services come with a warranty. Ware Repair also does web development. Stop by Ware Repair for all your phone and computer repairs.
is an ancient Ayurvedic treatment. It balances the hemispheres of the brain. It helps with insomnia, depression, anxiety, and so much more. It's a deeply relaxing and rejuvenating experience, which can be greatly profound for the body, mind, and spirit.
Hi, I'm Scott Admiral Big Gun Backstrom from TailgateMaster.com. My best-selling blend is called Tears of Our Rivals, and it's an everything blend because, you know, when you're tailgating and you're at the game, everything tastes better if it's sprinkled with the tears of your rivals. I really enjoy grilling, I really enjoy tailgating, I really enjoy this type of outdoor football. When I found out that the Invaders have this fantastic team playing right in Fargo, it seemed like a really natural fit to me. I'm a huge Minnesota Vikings fan. My wife is NDSU alumni, so I always cheered for the Bison. You know, Vikings, Bison. Here's another awesome horned, hatted team. At my very first Invaders game, I was there probably 10 minutes, and I suddenly felt like I'm home. Make sure you check out the concession stands. I'm grilling up burgers and hot dogs. I hope if I can bring anything to the Invaders, it's just a little bit of entertainment. If I can help out a little bit, why not?
You're on.
Thank you. Everybody heard you say you're on. Thank you.
You're on.
I know. I got it.
You can talk now.
Okay.
All
Cool.
right.
All right. Thank you. Your halftime leaders for Sioux City, Dorian Ballantyne is 9 of 17 for 105 yards and 2 interceptions. The rushing attack has been pretty much confined by the Fargo Invaders defense. Ballantyne's got 2 rushes for 6 yards. However, one of those was for a touchdown. Terrence James has got 10 carries for 20 yards. Fargo's led by Javante Johnson's passing, 10 of 17 for 132 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Fargo Invaders' rushing attack has been led by Dante Starr with 2 carries for 11 yards. Brandon Jones has got 1 carry for -5. Dustin Lindgren, 3 carries for 2 yards. So not a big run-heavy game for either team today. Your leading receivers, John Bonney, 6 catches for 75 yards and a touchdown. For the Stampede, number of receivers with two catches, Tyree Kemp, Jeremiah Waters, and Brett Van Meiden. Van Meiden leads them in yardage with 59 yards. Defensively, a lot of players' names on the board, but Fargo Invaders defensively being led by Joey Egerts, 6 tackles so far in the first half.
Wow.
Big plays are the key in that first half. That big pass play on a free play on the penalty that set Sioux City up for the touchdown, and also that block punt for the 2-point safety. Invaders will get the ball to start the second half. Kickoff, end over end, headed for Jermaine Armstrong. Takes it inside the 5. Got some blocks. Tries to find that alley. Almost breaks it down the sideline. Spins off a tackle. Gets out to the 40-yard line. Awfully close to breaking it for an even bigger return. But a good return to start this second half for the Invaders. What'd you do at halftime, Franco?
I went and talked to people.
You know what I did?
Sit around and just get all fat and sassy.
That's what I did.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't do it.
I just did it.
Good. Commitment.
Hey, G, you're on the Giants.
So we'll get the owner or head guy of the Stampede to help run the chain. So that's good.
I should probably pay attention to the clock here.
Johnson, under pressure, tries to get away from Williams. Williams almost takes the ball out of his hands. Williams is a one-man wrecking crew back there.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to start a half.
Nope.
Last time I checked.
Nope.
Especially with a nice position that we had.
A nice kickoff return to start the second half, and then the very first play of the second half, we lose 5, 10, 15, 16 yards on that first play. I guess Jason is not going to run the sticks. He's trying to coach a team to a victory over there.
That's pretty awesome. They appreciate that.
So 2nd and long for the Invaders. Johnson tried to escape the sack attempt from Williams, just ended up losing more yards. Penalty flag down. Pass is tipped off the hand of Brandon Jones. Probably going to be a penalty. Another chop block on the Invaders. It's probably only going to be half the distance to the goal. Oops. So that's a 15-yard penalty. They're going to decline it and just take the down. So it'll be 3rd and long for the Invaders. Referee's got it marked at the 23. So 3rd and 27 for the Invaders. Trips to the right this time. Jones, Bonney, and Jackson wide to the right. DeCoury wide to the left. Starr pointing out the potential blitz from Johnson. Has to step up in the pocket, scrambles, being chased once again. Down he goes.
He just had no chance.
Nope, no chance to go anywhere there. Loss of 8 on that play. That'll bring up 4th and 35, which is a normal play.
I'm sure Zach has something in the playbook for this.
Probably, maybe not. I see Rajanel Jean-Baptiste picking up something that he sees on the nope, I guess he didn't see that. I see that. There's something on the field there on the S. Yeah, I think Raj is going to help out with the chain gang. Oh, he only had, oh, there you go. So another adventure in punting here. Punting from his own, inside his own 5-yard line. Snap back to Bonnie, gets the kick away. Spiraling kick hits, takes an Invaders roll. And Lindgren's going to down it at the Stampede 48-yard line. Not sure what the penalty flag is going to be.
Whoops. I guess we're going to re-kick it.
I would think so.
So we're just going to do 4th and 40-ish?
No, it was on the defense.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, 5-yard penalty encroachment on the defense. Are they? Nope, he made the wrong call. It's either a false start or illegal formation, one of the two.
All right.
So back him up 5 yards. So that was 50-yard line is the first down, and
they're at 38 yards.
11. Nope, 10.
39 yards.
40 yards. It looks like from where Z's standing.
All right, 40 yards.
So now John Bonnie's got to punt it out of his own end zone.
He's getting used to that.
Just makes me nervous. I don't know how else to say it. So Bonnie once again get a chance to kick. Snap. Bonnie gets the kick. Spiraling kick. A little bit better distance. Nice roll. Still rolling. And will be down at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, you got to take that.
So after backing them up 5 yards, we gain 8 yards on the punt. And so we'll be right back after these messages.
I'm busy.
Okay, never mind.
Let's do a read. Can we do a read?
Yeah. Which one do you want to do?
Discovery Benefits.
Discovery Benefits is award-winning.
First down and 10.
Okay. It's award-winning people-centered. The cornerstone of our business is to provide responsive and flexible administrative services that create value for our clients and their employees. They are a customer-focused organization blending people and technology to provide high-quality customer service and administration. Discovery Benefits. I just grabbed it, Jody, because it was under the gun, under pressure. Franco's always trying to shut me up. Trips to the left this time for Ballantyne in the Stampede offense. Shifts James to his right. Handoff up the middle to James. And he's taken down. Gain of 2 on that play.
Oh, well, the clock hasn't started yet, so I'm not in bad shape here.
I know.
I'm not the only one that missed it.
That's all right. So 2nd and 8 right now. Clock is now running, so people in the booth can just chill out.
Everybody can relax.
Just relax.
1st and 10 or 2nd and 10? What's going on?
What?
What time? Where
So
am I
get
at?
your facts
2nd
straight.
and 8.
Trips to the left once again for the Stampede. Handoff up the middle once again for James, trying to break free of the tackle of Cornelius Wallow, I believe.
Brings up 3rd and 3. Time for a stop, fans. Let's hear it.
So 3rd and 3 for the Stampede. Their first possession of the second half. Be a good time to make that stop.
Yeah, I think if the Invaders are really going to take control of this game, the defense really has to step up and win it for them, from what the offense is showing so far.
A lot of inconsistencies once again on the offense. Defense, other than that one big play, really hasn't really given up too much today. I mean, they're keeping the Invaders in this game.
They really are.
Trips to the right this time on 3rd and 3. Ballantyne hands the ball off up the middle.
You're going to stop him.
Not going to get the first down. That'll bring 4th down. Only gain about 1 on that play. So 4th and 2 for the Stampede. They're close to midfield. Will they chance going for it here or try and maybe draw the Invaders off sides? I mean, I think you've got all the options open to you due to the fact that the Invaders' offense has been so inconsistent. And Ballantyne is staying out there with the offense.
I think I would do the same thing if I was them.
I mean, it's one of those things where you can, the clock is in your favor right now. I know it's a slim 1-point lead, but obviously the Stampede probably are aware that the Invaders' normal kicker is not here. So that 1-point lead could just as well be a 6-point lead. So 4th and short for Ballantyne on the offense.
Oh, false start.
Jameis Neal, I think, got the guy to false start. Jameis Neal kind of got in the neutral zone and got back quick enough.
So now that changes things. Now
Absolutely.
bring the punt team out.
So now it's going to be 4th and 7 for the Stampede, and they're going to bring out the punting unit. Which I'm kind of curious about the Stampede kicking football, because if you notice, it doesn't have any stripes on it. It looks like some ball that's been around for like years. It's just beat up.
Do you think this is like a Bill Belichick Patriots thing?
No, I just
kind of stretching the rule book?
I just think it's a really old, crappy ball that they don't care if they continually get it kicked. It's probably a lot softer than the other balls, but
easier on the foot.
So meaty.
Jody was taken aback by that one. Almost got the punt there.
Oh, no.
Josh Gatling muffs it, but it goes out of bounds.
Punt is out of bounds.
We'll see. I don't think there's a penalty flag on that. It looked like one.
There's not, but it looked like it definitely could have been.
Well, I think maybe. I'd have to see the video, but it looked like maybe the guy got blocked into the kicker. Like he got hit when he was trying to go up and block it and just and kind of right through Josh Gatling's hands. Thankfully, it took a good bounce and went out of bounds. So 1st and 10 for the Invaders at their own 21-yard line. We'll see if they can go forward this time on offense, which is usually my preferred direction for the offense to go. 2 wide receivers each side. Lindgren nowhere to go. I do not know where the running game has gone for the Invaders, but it is not here. Tried to get something going off that left side. Nothing there. Defender was there almost the same time Lindgren got the football. So loss on the play. Going backwards once again. That is not ideal.
No, it'd be nice to go forward on a first down.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes it easier for
everybody.
You
know the drive that they scored a touchdown on? That's my preference. That seems to work well.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
5 seconds on the play clock, trying to get things lined up. They do get the play off in time. Quick pass over to DeCoury.
Ooh, nice move.
Nice move by DeCoury. Taken down at about the 26-yard line. Positive yards on that play, though. It'll bring up 3rd and manageable.
About 5, I think.
I'm waiting to see where Zay finally stops walking. I think it was at the 26, so yeah, it should be 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5 for the Invaders. Just not feeling like they can get any traction going against this team on offense. Johnson, time, pass, complete to Bonnie. That should be enough for a first down. Looks like the ref is marking it at the 34-yard line. That'll be enough for Invaders' first down.
There we go.
And once again, John Bonnie is the quicker picker-upper and gets that first down.
I saw Constance in the locker room. I know that he's hungry to get the ball this half.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can get him the ball here. Number 12. Keep an eye on him.
So 1st and 10 for the Invaders at their own 34-yard line. Trying to get some momentum here, trying to get a drive going. Johnson hand up the middle to Lindgren and gets back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Lindgren, the ball carrier.
Uh-oh.
Felton Somerville is down on the field, and so is
that 70?
That might be 10. That might be Chris Williams. I can't see. He needs to set up a little bit. I'm not sure. To be honest, I don't think that it looks. What? Yeah.
Let's have the camera guy zoom out a little bit.
I don't know if it's a serious injury or anything.
More. Thank you.
Yep. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, little voodoo child, you got me running wild. You make me feel alive. Ooh, I feel your heart and soul, pivoting in control. Put up and count in your spell now. So lay it on me, child. You know you drive me wild. You got me feeling like
And we're back. Somerville getting helped off the field. Williams still down on the field currently. Hopefully it's just something minor, just a wind knocked out or something. Maybe a cramp.
Well, you know what? I thought they were both up, but
they're not.
They're not.
You gonna do another commercial?
Let's just go and run the commercials.
Okay, we'll be back.
The Shirodara is an ancient Ayurvedic treatment. It balances the hemispheres of the brain. It helps with insomnia, depression, anxiety, and so much more. It's a deeply relaxing and rejuvenating experience, which can be greatly profound for the body, mind, and spirit.
And we're back. 2nd and 9 for the Invaders. Trips to the right. Somerville and Williams both helped off the field. Doesn't seem to be anything serious. Johnson gets the pass out to Lindgren. Breaks the tackle, still going. Gets past line of scrimmage, gains of a couple. Hard running there by Lindgren. So 3rd and about 6 for the Invaders. Mr. Pesnick, is there a score in the other game tonight? Okay. Northland Bulls are in. Northland Bulls are in St. Paul, Minnesota tonight to take on the co-leading St. Paul Pioneers. Still 0-0 is your score down in St. Paul. That game started about an hour after ours did. So 3rd and about 7 for the Invaders here. Johnson steps up in the pocket. A lot of green grass in front of him, still running. Going to take off down the sidelines to get into Stampede territory. And that's what I've been waiting to see from Johnson, is the ability to just turn that ball and run upfield.
And, you know, maybe that's what he needs to do to just kind of. We're having my vibe. There we go.
You're fine. You're fine.
Just kind of
take the pressure off of that pass rush.
Thanks.
I mean, you kind of allow those guys to head upfield, and you just sneak it right up the middle in that vacated area. Big run there. That's the biggest run of the night for the Invaders. Enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Invaders on the Stampede 45-yard line. Finally back in Stampede territory. Johnson with time. Pump fake. Going to throw this one out to Brandon Jones. Makes a man miss. Down the sidelines. Makes another man miss. Still going inside the 30. hurdles a man down to the 25-yard line. Nice running
right,
after the
Brandon
catch
Jones.
by Brandon Jones. So another Invaders first down. Gain of what, 20 on that play? So the Invaders starting to get the chains moving here a little bit. So 1st and 10 for the Invaders. Johnson once again with time, going to throw this one deep, looking for John Bonney behind him, and pass is broken up nicely by number 4, Shavarish Coleman. Hopefully I said his name right. I think there's a chance both those players might have lost that pass a little bit in the sun there, since the sun is behind us, behind the stadium here. And they both had to turn back and look to find that ball. Bonnie was able to track it, but Coleman was able to find it as well and knock it down. I think Bonnie might have had to kind of play defensive back a little bit there, Franco.
It looked like it. It really was up for grabs there.
Mm-hmm. So 2nd and 10 now. 4:46 on the clock here in the third quarter. Johnson rolls to his right. Gets away from Williams, throws it deep to the end zone.
That's touchdown.
It's caught. Touchdown, Fargo. You betcha, John Boney. I could not see the play because Jody's in the way. I'm just kidding. I couldn't move to my left because Franco and Jody are here, and I couldn't move to my right because my cord's not long enough on my microphone. So I had to wait for Franco to give me the call. So 6 more points on the board for the Invaders. That makes the score 14-9, and now going for 2. If they can get this one, Franco actually plays into their hands because the Stampede got that safety. So that can put them up by 7 points, which would be helpful. Actually, being up by any points is usually helpful, but that's a different story.
But a similar story.
Yeah. So trips to the right for the Invaders. Johnson takes a snap, has time, throws it out, tipped up in the air, and is intercepted by Williams. They need to bring him down, and that is no good on the 2-point conversion. Okay, so 50% on the old 2-point conversion tonight. Your score remains Fargo 14, Sioux City 9. Invaders back on top, and we'll be back right after these messages. Welcome back inside the friendly confines of Sid Cichy Stadium, where the Fargo Invaders have just reclaimed the lead, 14-9 over the Sioux City Stampede here in NEFL football.
Discovery Benefits is award-winning, people-centered. The cornerstone of our business is to provide responsive and flexible administrative services that create value for our clients and their employees. We are a customer-focused organization blending people and technology to provide high-quality customer service and administration. That's Discovery Benefits.
Thank you very much.
That's a terrible name.
That's terrible, Jody.
Ooh,
why would you say that? My goodness.
That's not true!
Those are so fun.
You sure don't want me to come into the studio sometime with you? Just do those? Kickoff by John Bonney, high end-over-end kick. Kemp takes it about the 11 or 12-yard line. Tries to take it out to his right. And taken down that time by Cornell King once again. Making an impact on special teams today, Mr. King. So 1st and 10 for the Stampede. Like to see the Invaders defense step up once again. Force a 3 and out.
It would be nice to get the ball back again.
Yes, it would.
3 and out.
That's a true story.
From somebody living on 56th Avenue South. They say we're being too loud. They just don't know us, do they?
First and 10 at the 35-yard line for the Stampede. Trailing for only the second time today. 4:32 to go on the clock. Valentine, low snap. Looks to throw it out to his right. He's going to go deep. He's got a man. Overthrows Tristan Yap.
That could be a personal foul against defense.
Roughing the passer?
Yeah.
Who was that on?
Jameis. I believe.
I would say that that is not the first time that we have gotten a roughing the passer penalty this season. Oh, below the knees. Oh. That's different, at least. I mean, in the past, it's just been a late hit. And, you know,
And this one's a little different.
This one's different.
I don't think we've had that one called on us
No,
before.
we have not.
This year, anyway.
No. I don't think we had it last year.
I don't think we did either.
No.
It's a new one.
That's new, exciting.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 after that penalty on the Invaders sets up the Stampede. 1st and 10 at the midfield. Handoff up the middle to James. Nowhere to go that time. Taken down by Derek Alexander. Derek was back there in a hurry. So only the referees only mark him a loss of 1.
I thought it was 2.
It would sure look like a loss of 2 to me. And we're hearing somebody run the clock. Unfortunately, Franco has to just mirror what they do. Franco was all over it. He had the clock running.
I was doing it right.
I know.
For once.
Invaders with the 4-man front. Once again. I see Jeremy Gordon at defensive end, his position at NDSU. Screen pass once again. James nowhere to go that time. Swallowed up by Cornelius Wallow. Anthony Antonio was in the area as well. So 3rd and 9 for the Stampede. The defense seizing on that momentum generated by the offense. I mean, the team itself, I mean, that's the one thing they've been kind of telling each other is like, look, offense, we just need a little bit from you. We'll keep you in the game. You get us some points on the board, we'll bring it home for you. So 3rd and 9 for the Stampede. Invaders expecting a pass from the Stampede. Valentine looking to pass over to his left. Throws it out to Kemp. And he's going to be taken down at the 45-yard line. Jameis Neal tries to rip that ball out of there. That'll be 4th down now for the Stampede. 4th and 5. I see the punter coming on. Looks like Jason's going to have him punted away.
Little
what?
Little blooper there.
Watch the ball!
By whom?
Just people throwing the ball around.
Oh, okay.
Someone got knocked in the noggin.
Invaders need to keep their eye on the ball. Do not give them the free 5 yards on a false start. Also need to make sure there's no fake. I don't know that that's their normal alignment for a punt. But I guess it is. Punt is away. Jermaine Armstrong lets it go. It's going to roll into, oh my gosh, he's going to roll out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Oh boy.
What a great punt by Kozlowski, if I could say his name right, sorry. I'm sure his mom and dad are watching at home. Going, get the name right. So 1st and 10 for the Invaders inside their own 1 yard line, which makes me nervous due to the fact that we haven't had much of a running game. So this is a time where it would be nice to be able to lean on your running game and just get yourself some more running room or some more room to operate and not force John Bounty to try and punt it from the back of his end zone. So we'll see what Coach Sticks
I'd like
tries to
see
dial
a
up.
little more Brandon Jones, pass to Brandon Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I've been noticing they've been lining him up wide.
He's filled in this year at flanker, so that's it's been out of necessity, so he hasn't spent as much time in the backfield. Johnson with time, throw it slant over the middle, tipped up in the air, and oh my gosh, you cannot emphasize how many times when the pass gets knocked up in the air like that, it always seems like there's a safety nearby able to pick that. Invaders with a 5-point lead. This is not the time or the place for any mistakes.
More the place than the time here.
2:10 to go in the third quarter. So a lot of game left. But the Invaders do need to carve out some breathing room in case they are not able to keep this drive going down the field. Johnson, another slant over the middle to John Bonney. Pass is complete. There's a little bit of room there to him. Gain of 7 on the play. So 3rd and 3. And that slant pattern to a big receiver like John Bonney.
Pretty effective.
That's effective. That's kind of the weapon of choice here. I would not be opposed to seeing another slant pattern completed for a first down. Maybe more. Johnson with time passes it. Passes behind Constant Jackson. That'll bring up 4th down. I like that Johnson was looking at another receiver besides John Bonney, but got to make that throw on target. I know the timing is a bit different with all these receivers with their different skill sets. So unfortunately, pass is incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down, and John Bonney's in the middle of his end zone getting ready to punt this one away.
He really is getting comfortable back there. I don't like it.
I don't like it at all. Snap to Bonney, gets the kick away. Floating kind of kick. Takes a Stampede bounce backwards. And the Invaders down it at the 37-yard line. So not his best punt of the evening, but another opportunity for the Invaders defense to come out and make a stand. Are you ready for something else? And we'll be back after Jody reads.
FargoChairRentals.com can meet your event needs from chairs, tables, to even a little extra shade. If you're looking to rent for an event, contact Blake Weidman at FargoChairRentals.com and mention #InvaderElite for a discount at FargoChairRentals.com.
Thank you, Jody. So 1st and 10 for the Stampede at the Invaders' 37-yard line. Ballantyne sends a man in motion. Handoff to Kemp. Missed tackle there. Tries to get wide and pushed out of bounds. Gains 4 to 5 yards there. Almost had him wrapped up in the backfield. Have another injured Stampede player down. So we'll be back after these messages.
Where can get your phone and computer repaired? At Wear Repair. With no appointment necessary, you can bring your devices in right away. Have our knowledgeable staff do a free diagnostics to determine the problem. Stay up to date by checking the status of your ticket online. All of our services come with a warranty. Wear Repair also does web development. Stop by Wear Repair for all your phone and computer repairs.
And we're back. So for some reason, our chain gang was trying to offer first aid. I don't know what he's doing over there. So 2nd and 5, I believe. Kemp in motion. Once again, they fake the handoff to him. James takes the ball, runs it inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. So I think that's going to be 3rd and short. So 3rd and 1 for the Stampede. Time for a big play from this defense. Clock running with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter.
3rd and 1 for your Fargo Invaders defense.
Getting to be crunch time. See, it should probably be the last play of the third quarter, excuse me. Kemp goes in motion. Handoff up the middle to James, gets through for the first down. Inside the 25-yard line, down to the 23-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Stampede, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. So after 3 quarters, your score: Fargo 14, Sioux City 9. Live from Sid Cichy Stadium. We'll be right back.
Is an ancient Ayurvedic treatment. It balances the hemispheres of the brain. It helps with insomnia, depression, anxiety, and so much more. It's a deeply relaxing and rejuvenating experience, which can be greatly profound for the body, mind, and spirit.
Welcome back to Sid Cichy Stadium for fourth quarter action. Update from St. Paul. The St. Paul Pioneers lead the Northland Bulls 7-0 at the half. The NEFL this year down to a 4-team league. Multiple leagues across the area, Franco. All of them kind of small in number. Good quality here in the NFL. Hand off to Kemp on that jet sweep. Breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, gets down inside the 10-yard line. Down to the 7-yard line. Stampede going to that jet sweep, or at least the threat of it. Another injured player down on the field. Yap is still, he's been down a few times. You have a commercial lined up, my friend?
Let's do reads. We're on Glacial Peak here.
Okay.
Glacial Peak Cryotherapy provides whole body cryotherapy, which is the use of ultra low temperatures for the purpose of quick muscle recovery and medical therapy. The client is placed in a cryosauna for a short duration, 2 to 3 minutes, which lowers your skin surface temperature significantly and stimulates receptors. If you're looking for improved health and fast recovery, cryotherapy is your answer. That's Glacial Peak Cryotherapy.
Yeah.
Otter Tail Mid Dakota Coaches Incorporated has been providing quality motor coach and school bus transportation for over 44 years. We can transport your group across town or across the country, meeting the transportation needs of the Fargo Invaders. That's Otter Tail Mid Dakota Coaches.
Yes.
Dot's Homestyle Pretzels are a special family snack created many years ago by Dot in her family kitchen. The first taste says it all. These pretzels are an addicting gourmet snack loved by many all over the country. You can find their delicious pretzels in Fargo at Cashwise, Shills, and Vintage Point. That's Dot's Pretzels.
I don't have anything to add to that.
Widmer Roll. From entrepreneurial to business consulting to audits and tax planning, we offer a wide range of accounting services for small businesses. Whether you're starting a new company or have an established operation, our experienced professionals can help you focus on building your business. That's Widmer Rule.
Well, Lottie frickin' da!
Thank you, Jody.
Thanks, Jody. So first and goal for the Stampede inside the Invaders' 10-yard line at the 8. Time for a big stop from the Invaders defense. Stampede throwing that jet sweep in there. The speedy Tyree Kemp, which is causing the Invaders some problems. He goes in motion once again, fakes to him, slant pattern over the head of Brett Van Meiden. I'm not sure. I didn't see Van Meiden even put his hands up for that one, which was a little strange. I mean, it looked like he kind of had position on the defensive back, but pass was overthrown. So 2nd and goal for the Stampede. First 30 seconds of this 4th quarter. Stampede staying with that same formation, same spot for Kemp in the slot. Valentine looking to throw out to the right. He's got a man caught, taken down immediately. Gains about 3, so that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Catch is made
At the,
brings up 3rd down.
is that the 5, Franco, or at the 6?
It's like the 6.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. So 3rd and goal from the 6 for the Stampede. Invaders trying to keep him out of the end zone. Big time plays made by big time players in situations like this. So 3rd and goal for the Stampede. Valentine hands off to James, picking his way through the middle, but he's going to be stopped short. Gains a couple. Be 4th and goal at the 3. We'll see what the Stampede want to do, if they want to try and go for it here or take the 3 points. I mean, you're only trailing by 5, Franco. I mean,
I don't
there's
know
a
their
lot
field
of
goal
time.
kicker. I think I'm the coach. If I have a field goal kicker, I'm going to try to kick a field goal. But
yeah,
if you're not confident in your kicker, I mean, this is as good a place as any to go for it.
I mean, they got that extra 2 points on the safety. You just need a
They're
field
gonna
goal
go for it
here
here.
and a field goal later, but they're going to try and go for the touchdown and try and retake the lead. So the Invaders need to come up with a big stop here. Valentine's going to run this one again. Tareen Smith gets blocked. Valentine plows his way to the end zone for 6.
Call the play as a touchdown for the Stampede.
Simple quarterback sweep there. Valentine gets it in the end zone for 6. And the Stampede retake the lead 14-13 with 12:51 to go in the game.
It should be 15-14.
What did I say?
You said 14-13.
Oh, I'm sorry. 15.
Wishful thinking.
Yes, pretty
That's-
much. Pretty
that's
much.
That's okay.
I think the Stampede are going to attempt the 2-point conversion and put themselves up by 3. Like I said, unaware that our field goal kicking situation is not exactly where we'd like it to be. This would be a good time to have them make a mistake and turn the ball over and return it for 2. I would be all for that right about now.
As would I.
Going to have to watch Valentine on a quarterback sweep once again. Or even a run up the middle.
Delay!
Play clock down to 0. Delay a game. That'll back them up 5.
Delay of game.
And they will change their game plan. They'll send out the kicker. Try and get up by 2. Now, I want to point out once again, as I was here pregame with Greg Stem, who is basically our emergency field goal kicker, he did make one from 50 yards out in pregame.
I saw it.
I don't know if he's got the trajectory correct. He made it from the 40-yard line, Pesnick. No. Greg Stem. Yeah.
He did.
He
True
plays
story.
soccer. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. You never know. Snap, the set, and the kick is up. And it's good. So 12:51 to go in the 4th quarter. Your score, Sioux City 16, Fargo 14. We'll be back right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Scott Admiral Big Gun Backstrom from TailgateMaster.com. My best-selling blend is called Tears of Our Rivals, and it's an everything blend because, you know, when you're tailgating and you're at the game, everything tastes better if it's sprinkled with the tears of your rivals. I really enjoy grilling, I really enjoy tailgating, I really enjoy this type of outdoor football. When I found out that the Invaders have this fantastic team playing right in Fargo, it seemed like a really natural fit to me. I'm a huge Minnesota Vikings fan. My wife is NDSU alumni, so I always cheered for the Bison. You know, Vikings, Bison. Here's another awesome horned-hatted team. At my very first Invaders game, I was there probably 10 minutes, and I suddenly felt like I'm home. Make sure you check out the concession stands. I'm grilling up burgers and hot dogs. I hope if I can bring anything to the Invaders, it's just a little bit of entertainment. If I can help out a little bit, why not?
TailgateMaster.com is a proud sponsor of the 2017 Fargo Invaders.
Welcome back to Sid Cichy Stadium as the Stampede gets set to kick this one away, now leading 16-14 here in Fargo, North Dakota against the Fargo Invaders. Kickoff, end-over-end kick, be taken by Armstrong, bobbled a bit. It's going to get to the outside.
They may have helped him.
Big block there and pushed out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Penalty flag there.
It might be a late hit.
No, that's going to be probably a block.
Okay, I didn't see.
Back there. Be blocking the back on the Invaders from the 34-yard line.
That'd have a late hit. Not going to happen.
No,
I don't think it really was a late hit.
No, I think they were kind of dragging him out of bounds.
It's fine. I just didn't see the block.
No, I didn't catch. I think it was Derek Alexander possibly, but it looked like he was coming from the middle of the field and the defender was there, and it didn't affect the play. You know what I mean?
But it happened.
It happened, and you got to call that. I mean, that's kind of comes down to a safety of the game type of situation. So Invaders set up on offense, 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Johnson with time, looking to throw, throws it out over the middle. Pass is intercepted by Kemp. Tried to lob that one over the middle to Brandon Jones, and Kemp was there.
That's going to be
another 15 yards on Felton.
Yeah, that could be an ejection.
I didn't see the actual hit because I was looking over the middle there, but the whistles blew. Play was blown dead. Unfortunately, Kemp was still running with the ball, so Somerville continued after him, try and make sure he didn't score. Unfortunately, it was way after the play.
It was when it's that far from the play, you always got to look and see what the officials are going to do.
Mm-hmm. So just after relinquishing the lead back to the Stampede, Invaders turn the ball over, and then on top of that are going to get probably 15 yards marked off against them as well. 12:45 on the clock. Invaders putting themselves in a difficult situation here with the way the offense has kind of stopped and started today. You don't want to put yourself in a bigger hole as far as points. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Stampede at the 26-yard line. So Invaders defense needs to step up and make a play here. This is not a good time to try and allow a point. James taken down in the backfield that time by Derek Alexander.
No gain, brings up 2nd down.
So a bad sequence of events there. Good return, gets the block in the back penalty. Then the next play, Johnson tries to float one over the middle. Kemp makes a play on it and then gets hit late. And then mark off another 15 yards for the Stampede. And all of a sudden, they're getting close to the red zone. So 2nd and 10, it looks like, for the Stampede. Clock running here, coming up on the 12-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Valentine looking to throw this one deep to Van Meiden. I don't know if that one got tipped or not, but that ball sure just fluttered over there to try to get to Van Meiden.
I think that was a busted play.
Could have been, but the throw, the pass itself, it wasn't a tight spiral thrown over to his receiver.
It looked like the running back and the split end ran into each other.
So 3rd and long for the Stampede here inside the 30. I think this is going to be 4-down territory for him. I'm not sure what kind of range the kicker has. But usually most kickers, they're more than willing to try a long one. They always think they can make it. Trips to the right this time for the Stampede. Valentine looking to throw it out one-on-one to Van Meiden. Pass is incomplete. Little touchy-feely over there on the sideline.
Yeah, way over his head.
Over his head, not out of bounds. Yep. You saw the referee make that signal, saying it was over his head, uncatchable. So that'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Stampede.
4th down and 10.
Too far for a field goal. Too long to punt. No, that's not right. Too long for a field goal. Too short to punt it. Did I say that right the second time?
It seems like it.
Okay.
I was following you. The second time, not the first time.
Well, we're here. Get her here with us.
She's good. You don't worry about her.
She looked like I was speaking another language.
4th down and 10.
So 4th and 10 for the Stampede. 11:52 on the clock. Invaders need the stop. Valentine looking to pass. Looking over to his left. Pass is wide and out of bounds. Turnover on downs. Invaders take over. That's the one thing we've seen over the years from Valentine, Franco, is that at times he can be inaccurate. And even though that didn't look like there was a lot of pressure on him, I mean, he could have easily got his feet set, but he was wide and high off to the left-hand side there, and the pass goes out of bounds, incomplete. Turnover on downs. So the Invaders need to dial up something good on offense and head down.
I mean, the defense have really put them in a nice position to be able to do something again.
They've only had they've had 2 drives that Sioux City has capitalized on. I mean, you're talking about a championship caliber team. They've held to 14 points on defense. The other 2 points came on special teams mistake. So you need something. I mean, anything. Maybe, you know, give Greg Stem a chance to line one up as a kicker and see if he can knock one through to take the lead. But you got to move the ball down the field. So 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Johnson signaling to his wide receivers. He's got time.
Oh.
Tyree Kemp reads that one, picks it off, falls down, still has the ball. I don't agree with that. Patricio Lopez is a big man. Tyree Kemp is not a large man. He literally took his arm out and I guess clotheslined him. But when he hit him, his helmet flew off and they threw the flag.
Well, I think he's down. I think it's college rules when you're down. Maybe it's not.
No, we're not doing college rules on when he's down. He's not down until he's
touched.
Yep. I do not think that he hit him in the head. I think he reached his arm out, and he's just taller than Kemp. Kemp is probably, what, 5'5", 5'6"?
Yeah.
He's not a tall individual. And so they're saying it's a face mask, and I guess I didn't see the face mask. I thought he just took his arm out and knocked him down. So back-to-back offensive possessions that end in interceptions for the Invaders. This time.
And this really seems to be the story that gets continued to be rewritten against the Stampede is interceptions just really bury us.
I mean, we have had opportunities against this team. Even earlier in the season down in Sioux City, we had opportunities to pull that one out. But a pick six is what sealed it for the Stampede. Handoff to James. Valentine keeps it. Still running. Taken down by a gang of Invaders. Gains about 6, maybe 7 on that play.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
That was a good time for Valentine to pull that ball from James and keep it himself.
2nd down for the Stampede against your Invaders defense.
So 2nd and about 4 at the 7-yard line for the Stampede. Trying to do 2 things, get more points on the board and run that clock. Last possession, they were able to take the lead. trying to add to it right now. Invaders need to make a play. Valentine hands it off to James. Nowhere to go that time. Taken down by a host of Invaders at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
3rd down for the Stampede against the Invaders defense.
So another opportune time for the Invaders defense to make a play. Now the question becomes, if they're able to stop him here on 3rd down, Franco, do you think this time they trot out the field goal kicker and try and take the 3 and go up by 5?
Again, I don't know the confidence level of their kicker. I mean, that last field goal he made, or the extra point he made, he would have had plenty of leg.
Mm-hmm. Timeout taken by the Stampede. That's their first timeout of the second half. We'll be right back.
We have a read first.
Oh, okay, we'll be back after Jody.
Fargo Party Tents is an event rental company specializing in wedding rentals, graduation rentals, and corporate event rentals. They've got tent rentals, table rentals, and chair rentals. That's Fargo Party Tents. They have white, clean tents, tables, and chairs. Fargo Party Tents.
Do it! Why is the kicker on the field right now, Franco?
I don't know. Why do you ask me these questions that I can't answer?
Well, he's out there with his ball talking to the referee. I mean, that's just odd. I mean, because it's 3rd down. I don't know why he needs to talk to the referee.
He's off the field now. You can relax.
All right.
He just got excited.
He's like, if it's 4th down, I'm going to come kick it, okay?
I should probably stop the clock here.
Stop the clock.
There's 10:18 left.
Yes, 10:18 on the clock. 16-14 your score. Sioux City leads by 2. Kemp in motion. Gets the handoff this time. Cuts back up the middle. Taken down. I think he's going to be short of the first down. So inside the 5. Could bring up 4th and 1 for the Stampede.
Brings up 4th down
and you're going to have Dorian Valentine with the ball in his hands. He's going to either have the opportunity to give it to Kemp going in motion, give it to James, or keep it himself that he's done a few times on short yardage situations. So 4th and 1.
They're shaking my camera with their cheers. I'm not okay with that.
It just means they're into it.
I guess so.
There
False start. There it is.
Flag on the play.
Got that head bob there from the left tackle. Invaders pointed it out a couple times.
Remains 4th down.
Kicker's walking on the field, wants the coach to let him kick it. And he shakes his head. Nope, not going to get a chance to kick it. He's like, Coach, I can do it.
4th and 6 at the 10.
So 4th down for the Stampede at the Invaders' 10-yard line. With this down in distance, this is kind of the opportune time to throw a screen pass or maybe look more to pass it. But obviously they've got the running game going, enough to be a threat. Valentine looking to pass, pump fake. A route caught by Van Meiden in the end zone for a touchdown. Jermaine Armstrong went to try and knock that one down. Van Meiden did the little whip route, cut to the inside, pivoted, and went back out. Armstrong just missed it over his fingertips to knock that one down. That makes the score 22-14. Stampede over the Invaders. You keep giving the Stampede multiple opportunities inside your red zone, it's going to come back to bite you. So 8:57 on the clock here in the 4th quarter.
Well, here's the opportunity to kick. It's a heavy man now.
Kozalski's out there. It's not helping his fantasy stats, though, today. There's the snap, and the kick is up and just got past one of the Fargo Invaders defenders. That makes the score 23-14. Now the Invaders need 2 scores here in the 4th quarter to try and retake the lead. So now we are in dire straits, my friends. 2 touchdowns here in the 4th quarter. by the Stampede to go from being down 14-9 to now 23-14 leading here at almost the midway point of the fourth quarter. Invaders need to make something happen quickly on offense, and then they're going to have to get a defensive stop and get the ball back. I see Vinny Holmes pleading this case to the referees about something. So, Mr. Franco, this has been kind of the story of the season. I mean, when we've played, obviously, teams out of the NEFL, it's been somewhat no contest. But we can see during those matchups against inferior opponents that there's some deficiencies in this team. Some things that need to be shored up before the playoffs.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I think it comes down. I mean, the offensive line really needs to come together a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have some new pieces.
Yep.
This week. Is it this week?
Well, last couple weeks.
Yep. So, you know, there's some new pieces that kind of came on. So let's see if we can get that in the next week more cohesive, because they need it. A lack of a run game really
does not help.
No.
The good part is that all 4 teams in the NFL are going to make the playoffs. So next week we'll be here back at Sioux Stadium on July 20th for the regular season finale for the Invaders as they take on the St. Paul Pioneers, and maybe have something to do with playoff seeding. I mean, every game's going to have something to do with playoff seeding, who plays who. Here's the kick, short kick. Going to hit.
Let it go out of bounds.
And DeCoury picks it up and is going to be taken down at about the 30-yard line.
Let that go out of bounds.
So the 27th of July, that weekend, there is no football games that weekend in the NEFL. And then August 3rd will be the first round of the playoffs, where one will host, the number 1 seed will host the 4 seed, and 2 will host number 3. Right now, the top 2 seeds are St. Paul and Sioux City. They've split their games. Fargo and Northland have split their games as well. But there's still a lot of time left to play today. We'll see if the Invaders can get something going on offense. Their last 2 drives have ended in interceptions. Tyree Kemp has been back there just playing center field and has made plays. He's just watching Javante Johnson and where he's planning on going, and has made plays on the last 2 possessions. Johnson handoff up the middle to Brandon Jones. Tries to fight through 3 defenders there. Chris Williams, I see 22 and 91. Marcel Moody, and number 91 is not listed.
I guess they're not going to give him any yards for that.
Nope. So back to the line of scrimmage for Brandon Jones. So Javante Johnson with 2 touchdowns today, but also 3 interceptions. Johnson with time, throws it out to Constant Jackson. Tries to make a move. Taken down at the 38-yard line. So gain of about 8 on that play. So 3rd and 2. And dare I say, with 8 minutes to go in the game, the Invaders are already at the point where they're going to need to go for it on 4th down. So 3rd and 2 for the Invaders offense. Johnson with time, throws out to Constant Jackson once again, makes the catch and gets the first down. So there's a first down. I would have preferred a first down on a drive, the last 2 drives, and not interceptions, but I'm greedy that way, Franco.
I am too.
So 1st and 10 for the Invaders at their own 44-yard line. So Johnson, with time, swings it over to Brandon Jones. Got some room in front of him, gets a block. Down the sidelines he goes. Can't quite keep his balance, but it's enough for another Fargo Invaders. First down.
All the way to the 42. That also results in a Fargo Invaders. Let's hear it. First down!
kind of what I like to see. Brandon Jones sneaking out of the backfield, getting the pass.
That's how I really like to see him used. I think more that way than
just straight in the running game?
As a receiver.
Yeah.
But I will take anything.
As long as we get the ball and we're going down the field, I'm somewhat happy. So 1st and 10 for the Invaders. Johnson under pressure this time.
Nah, he wasn't turned around yet.
Nope. Johnson had to get that one away quickly. Took a hit on that play. And he's okay. So 2nd and 10 for the Invaders.
Reminder fans, your Fargo Invaders will play at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis.
I think those last 2 drives for the Stampede have really taken the energy out of the stadium for the Invaders. Had that momentum on their side a couple different times and kind of allowed things to go south. So 2nd and 10 for the Invaders. Johnson with trips to the right, trying to get the play situated with the receivers. Johnson with time, pass over the middle to DeCoury. Going to be taken down by 4 defenders. I believe that's going to be enough for another Fargo Invaders first down. You got to wrap that ball up when you got a whole almost half of the defense trying to rip that ball out of your hands. So down to the 31, moving the ball nicely now, under 6 minutes to go. Invaders need to make sure that they make the plays here down the stretch, but also need to be sure that they're moving at least somewhat quickly. Time is not on their side now. Johnson, swing pass over to Brandon Jones, gets a block from John Bonney down the sidelines. Still going out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. That'll be another first down for the Fargo Invaders.
Result of the play is the Fargo Invaders. First down.
Clock running. So 1st and 10. The Invaders at the Stampede 20-yard line, moving the ball nicely. I like the addition of putting Brandon Jones in the backfield and just swinging the ball out to him when there's nothing else there. Stampede defense worried about getting beat deep. Johnson throws this one out, throws it over the head of Constant Jackson out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. 4:47 on the clock here in the 4th quarter. So there's still hope, Franco.
There's still hope. They do need to score here relatively quickly, though.
Yes.
I mean,
super quickly would be my choice, but
like right now.
Like now.
Now. Right this second.
So 2nd and 10 for the Invaders at the Stampede 20-yard line. Down by 9. Fakes the draw play. Pass intended for John Bonney. Tries to pull that one in after it goes off his hands. Bobbles it a couple times, and it finally hits the ground, which is fine. There was a play, what was it, a couple weeks ago? A couple games ago. John Bonney was trying to have that same situation, a slant pattern across the middle. He's bobbling it, trying to get it, and eventually it goes out away from him, and the defender is able to intercept it. Clean your monitors off, dude.
Yeah, look at that.
That's terrible. I wish the people at home could see that. Should bring the camera in just so they could see that. It's disgusting. Some Windex.
Yeah,
3rd and 10 for the Invaders. Johnson with some time, throws it over the middle. Oh,
man.
In and out of the hands of Constant Jackson. That was 6 right there, folks. 4th and 10 for the Invaders at the 20-yard line. Now, I realize it's a different situation than it was in the first half when DeCoury could not come down with that pass. But that one right there, that's another one right through the receiver's hands. If you want to be a champion, you have to be able to make the plays. whenever they present themselves. So 4th and 10, Invaders need to convert this to have a chance in this game. We're already down to 4:38 left on the clock. I think if Johnson's under pressure, he's going to have to try and run this one for the first down if it comes to that. Johnson with time, throws it out off his back foot, over the head and incomplete of John Bonney. 4:33 on the clock, and I'm not confident that we've got enough time to make things happen.
I don't think Papa Franco was either because he's out of here.
Mm-hmm. I saw a few people take off.
Yeah, trying to beat the crowds.
Big traffic rush here. We have tens of fans, so there's that.
We had a couple hundred tonight.
Yeah, it's a nice turnout.
Yeah.
It was a nice night for football. It's cooled off nicely now. Now it's 81, but in the shade with a little breeze blowing, it probably feels a couple degrees cooler now.
I think we were up to about 350 or 4.
Oh, 3 or 4. So once again, it's just that disconnect with making the play that's going to lead you to victory. And
they need to do it quick.
So now Sioux City is in burn the clock mode. And there's TJ James breaking it up the middle, and that'll be close to a first down. I tell you what, every time we play these guys, we get closer and closer and closer to beating them, but we unfortunately cannot get out of our own way at times.
Yeah, and that's really the story of this game, too.
I mean, we were down.
Penalties, dumb penalties.
Yep, we were down 7-0 in Sioux City, able to come back in the third quarter with 2 touchdowns to take a 14-7 lead, only to give up a game-tying touchdown drive, and then on a pass that Johnson tried to get to DeCoury or Constant Jackson, I forget who the intended receiver was, got picked off. No one was around the defender, was able to get up with the ball and run it back into the end zone for a touchdown. James runs the ball here. He's going to be stopped short of the first down. That'll be 3rd down. And so those interceptions once again in Sioux City cost us. Last year, first game that we played against Sioux City, we had, I think, a 7 or 8 turnover game down there.
Right.
And then it was different in the playoffs, but the playoffs we were down. Javante Johnson was hurt. We were moved to our backup quarterback, Nick Jackson, sometime in the 2nd or 3rd quarter, and we just didn't have enough to beat Sioux City last year. And they went on to win the championship against the Minneapolis Warriors in a very entertaining game that Franco and I got to cover last year. So now 3rd and 1 for the Stampede. Ballantyne keeps, and they're going to spot him enough for a first down, I believe.
I think he got it.
He fell forward, and the ball just crossed the 30-yard line, so that'll bring up first down for the Stampede. Under 3 minutes to go in the game.
It's showing that the Invaders have all 3 timeouts left, but
I believe they do. And they're going to have to start
use them before the 2-minute warning, or
I mean, I don't know.
Doesn't look like they're going to.
No, because it's going to be one of those things they're going to have to wait, and after the after first down, 2nd down, 3rd down, that's when they're going to have to take those timeouts. But unfortunately, they got the first down right before the play clock would have to start, and they're going to run it down to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes left on the clock, folks. Your score, Sioux City 23, Fargo 14. And the Invaders need something to happen and have it happen quickly. And we'll be back after these messages.
Hey, little voodoo child, you got me running wild. You make me feel alive. Ooh, I feel your heart and soul, perfectly in control. Put up and count in your spell now. So lay it on me, child. You know you drive me wild. You got me feeling like
Welcome back inside Sid Cichy Stadium as your Fargo Invaders trail 23-14 here with 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter against the Sioux City Stampede. Another bright spot to what has been a rough season in the NFL. I mean, we're playing some of the best teams in the Midwest multiple times. But we will potentially get another shot at them one more time in the playoffs. So 1st and 10 once again for the Stampede at their own, just outside their 30-yard line. Valentine has to keep this one. I don't know that was exactly what they wanted to do. Timeout called by the Invaders. They had a lot of motion going on there, Franco. They had Kemp in motion, faked it to James, and Valentine had to keep it. I'm not sure that was his first choice. But that'll be the Invaders' first timeout. I wouldn't be opposed if the NFL would change this rule so that they call the timeout, you don't actually have to take a timeout. I mean, you could just stop the clock, and then you can move to the next play. You know what I mean? Instead of waiting a minute. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
But I thought that.
But I think part of the thing is you want to have that time to regroup and have a conversation and.
Sure, if you need to have the conversation, sure. But
if you don't need it,
but if you don't need
30-second timeout,
we're just boom. We're calling timeout to stop the clock.
Let's go. Okay.
Yep.
I guess I could buy that.
I thought I had read somewhere that they were talking about doing something like that.
There's a rumor that Formula One's going to bring back refueling during pit stops. Does anybody care about that?
No, I don't even know. I don't even. What?
That's exciting. I mean, an average pit stop is about 2.5 seconds in Formula One now.
Oh, really? That's
2.5 seconds. Change out 4 tires and out the door.
That's wonderful.
Oh, good for you.
I can't even right now. I cannot.
Rocket
even.
Williams are often under 2 seconds, 1.9 seconds.
You, Kevin!
It's pretty impressive.
If you like that sort of thing. So 2nd and about 11 and a half.
Not sure what we're
Just waiting for the ref to make sure we get our 60-second timeout in, I guess.
all 60.
And now what are we doing, folks? Valentine's cheering himself on, I guess. Hand off to James up the middle, breaking tackles. And is probably going to do it, folks. James finally broke one today. It's his longest run of the day. So the Invaders with only 2 timeouts left and another first down for the Stampede. That's going to pretty much do it, folks. Stampede can simply take a knee and get this one across the victory line. Finish line. What am I saying?
It's been a long day. It's been a long week.
It's been a long week, yes. So, minute 13 and counting on the clock. Stampede fumbled the ball, and Anthony Antonio almost recovered it, giving the Invaders just that glimmer of hope. But as most things have gone today, the ball bounces away from Anthony, and we are unable to recover it. And the Stampede recover, and now maybe we'll go into victory formation. I mean, I don't even know why they were trying to run the ball, per se, with a minute 15 left on the clock. They could have let the clock run under 1 minute before they snapped it, taken a knee, and then taken one more knee and been done. Instead, they almost cost themselves,
7 points.
Potentially. I mean, I don't think Anthony was going to pick that up and take it to the house or anything. But
why do you doubt him?
Because he had to jump on the ball. He would have had to get up, pick up the ball, and then rumble 45 yards for a touchdown. And doing all of that if he gets the ball while he's on the ground and someone touches him, then he's down. So, facts.
Gotcha. Well, while we're kind of killing time here, I think I wanted to just mention that the broadcast team is very sad to say that we are missing one of our beloved team members and board members of the Fargo Invaders. Johnny Gray passed away a couple weeks ago, and will be forever missed for sure by many of us on the team.
Yep. So 2nd and 16 for the Stampede. Handoff this time to James. Tries to bounce to the outside. Will go down at about the 50. Timeout once again by Fargo, taking their last timeout. I do want to say that the celebration of life service for Johnny was held, what was that, June 30th? At the residence of Johnny and Emma. And it was a great opportunity for people to share memories of Johnny with him. And the one thing that I really truly noticed about all the people that were there, all the people that came out and took to the stage or took to the platform to be able to share their memories of Johnny, is that I don't think there was one person there that didn't feel as though that Johnny was one of their best friends. Even if you only knew him for
5 minutes,
3 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 months, 6 months, a year and a half, like Franco and I were able to know him for. He was an amazing soul, and he will be missed. And I just want to tell the people out there that if you go out on a Saturday night like tonight and go have some fun with your friends, make sure you get a safe ride home. And when you're on that safe ride home, make sure you buckle up. Seatbelts do save lives. So be smart when you're out. So one more snap here, maybe two, to get this game to the finish line. Valentine hands off once again to TJ James. It'll be taken down by the defense as they try and rip that ball out. James does not give it over. So that'll bring up 4th down for the Stampede. And as soon as they get the ball set and the clock starts. And he starts the play clock at 29 seconds, so that's going to be the last play of the game. That seemed like they could have done that a bit quicker. But that's coming from an Invaders fan, so what can I say? So that's going to be your final, folks. Your final score, Sioux City 23. They move to 4-1 in the NFL, while the Invaders fall to 1-4 as they win this one 23-14. Invaders will be back next week to take on the St. Paul Pioneers here live at Sid Cichy Stadium. We'll look at a couple of quick stats here before we get out of here. Dorian Ballantyne led the way for the Stampede offense. Finished the day at 13 of 26 for 124 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Javante Johnson for the Invaders finished 21 of 39 for 257 yards, 2 touchdowns, and unfortunately 3 interceptions. The leading rusher today was Terrence James for the Stampede, 24 carries for 74 yards. Fargo Invaders leading rusher, Javante Johnson, 1 carry for 19 yards. Sioux City's leading receivers, Brett Van Meiden, he got the big one, the touchdown, 3 catches and 69 yards. The Fargo Invaders were led receiving-wise by John Bonney, 9 catches for 113 yards and 2 touchdowns, including the one that I couldn't see. The Invaders are led on defense. Tackles was led by Derek Alexander with a total of 9 today. Josh Gatling had 1 interception. Landon Moline had 1 interception. Sioux City defense, tackle-wise, was led by, it looks like, Chris Williams. Interceptions,
he had a big game.
Interceptions, though, 3 interceptions by Tyree Kemp.
Both of those guys have good games.
Kemp is a playmaker, folks, and let me tell you what, he makes a lot of things happen, can bring the wood when it comes to laying the big hits, and he's someone you got to account for all the time. Jody, any final thoughts on the game before I turn your mic off for good?
You're banishing me from the broadcast?
He doesn't have the authority. He thinks he does.
Oh, yeah, you're in charge.
I'm the one in charge.
Right.
Just for tonight, Jody. It's all right.
I mean, I wish we would have pulled out a win, but it is what it is. Maybe better luck next time.
Yep. Mr. Franco, your final thoughts from tonight's game?
We got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. I mean, really, we're a better team than what we've been showing all year long, and it's just it's frustrating to watch being invested in the team like we
Absolutely.
are, and we always want to win and win championships. We feel like we have that pedigree here, and so
it is what it is.
See what we can do for the final stretch here.
I will say this. We do have one more home game next week here, folks, so come out. If you're in the Fargo-Moorhead area, come out and check out a game. It's a family-friendly environment. I do believe that grillmaster.com or tailgatemaster.com will be out here next week grilling the burgers and brats for us. And you'll come out and see some really good football. I can't stress that enough. This is an excellent football league. These are some of the top teams in the Midwest. And then we're unfortunate to come out on the losing stick tonight, short end of the losing stick tonight. But, however, we do have one more game against St. Paul, and then no matter what, we're in the playoffs, and then all you basically got to do is you got to win 2 games, and you can raise another championship banner here in Fargo. So for myself, Jody Woods, Mr. Matthew F1 Franco, myself, Jace Denman, we will see you next time from Sid Cichy Stadium, 6 o'clock, July 20th.